Wembley Stadium has been the setting for so many great sporting moments over the years. In fact, it's known as the venue of legends. Well, in a few hours' time, it's going to be full to the brim with fans of Liverpool and West Ham as we do battle to settle the 2022 Littlewood sponsors FA Cup Final. And this old grand stage, this old girl knows a few things about great games. Wonder if we'll get one today.
FA Cup. Big moment, big moment. He saves it! Phil Foden! What a goal by the young man! It's Kane! It's gone! Origi has won it! And Origi hits the ball! Origi! I don't believe it!
Last year, when we simulated the FA Cup, Liverpool ended up our champions. Of course, they had Van Dijk and Matip fit. Led the line by their Egyptian king Mo Salah, the 3-minute final in which a last-minute header from Divock Origi gave Liverpool the FA Cup, exclusively here on Trevor Sports. It was wild celebrations that night, and Liverpool were led by their Egyptian masterman. This season, they're stepping it up a notch, going for an unprecedented quadruple. And of always, Liverpool, led by Mo Salah and his brilliance in the Cup, even though at times Liverpool have very much had the luck of champions. Facing them today is West Ham United, who scored 2 late goals in their semi-final to find their way through. They're of course led by their captain Marvel. Declan Rice, the £100 million man, this is what he's valued at, has showed his worth this season. West Ham will hope that it's Captain Marvel's opportunity to pass the torch. Mark Noble will play his last game for West Ham today. Well, what a fitting occasion it is, Wembley, and it's all its splendour today. And we will start off with the reports from both of the team's hotels before an extensive review of the third round. At various points during the day, Trevor Davis is going to be giving us various updates as we continue to give you brief reviews. No, we're going to give you an extensive reviews of all the rounds. You're going to see every single goal and every bit of drama as we go through. We will meet the teams before we find out the team news today, and Trevor Davis is going to keep us going with his brilliant exclusive interviews throughout the game. And then just before 2:45, the final interview and a bye with me before the entire game live and uninterrupted. Liverpool versus West Ham United this afternoon from Wembley, the Littlewood sponsored FA Cup Final. Good afternoon from Wembley. You know, there's nothing quite like Cup Final day. That special sort of sense of expectation and excitement in the air of a game which could produce today, if it was anything like what we saw in 2006. It's going to be an absolute classic for you. Well, in the build-up to the game, don't worry, we've got plenty to keep you entertained today, as you've seen on the rundown. But first, let's go ahead and find a bit about how the teams have been preparing for each Cup Final. First and foremost, let's find out how Liverpool have been getting on at Windsor. Report comes from Trev Tilsley.
The Liverpool camp is a relaxed one, Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool this season have banned talk of the quadruple, but 2 weeks short of their Premier League drawing to a close, the FA Cup final stands as step 2 of what is turning out to be a historic season for Liverpool Football Club. Training this week has been relaxed, careful not to pick up any injuries. Klopp does have a large squad to choose from ahead of today's Cup final. One player that will be key to him is Mo Salah, who is expected to start today. His threat from out wide has been key for Liverpool this season, but a new signing for them, Luis Diaz, looks set to start ahead of Jota and Firmino. Sadio Mane has relished his new role as an old-fashioned number 9 for Liverpool. Playing through the middle of the park has brought a new dimension to Liverpool's play. Evolve and adapt being the key to success. Jordan Henderson has passed a late fitness test and is expected to start, as is Andy Robertson, the Scotland captain, who has also passed a late fitness check. One player in the Liverpool team that is very much irreplaceable is Alisson, who looks set to be a key factor in stopping West Ham today, as is Virgil van Dijk. Suspended for last year's final, looks like he will play today, but who will partner him in defence could depend on the squad rotation policy as Liverpool look forward to playing in yet another Champions League final at the end of the month.
Massive competition, I think, massive competition. We spoke about that before. It's experience in final at Wembley, and now we are there, and it means everything to us. To be honest, we want to. I hope our people can get to London.
So, Jurgen Klopp has a fully fit squad, but also has the Premier League and the Champions League to think about with his team today. The expectation is that Thiago, Fabinho and Henderson will start in midfield, Matip will partner Virgil van Dijk in the centre of defence, and Luis Diaz will start alongside Mane and Salah.
Well, there's the Liverpool side. What about West Ham United, the underdogs? They had a great season and so forth. How they get on? They're staying a little closer to home. They're in the Hilton just over the road, and Trevor Gubber gives us this report.
Well, it's more important what it does for them as a football club, and over years and in past years had success. They've been in the FA Cup, they've won the FA Cup, so it's nothing new to this football club. It's been a while though, I've got to say that. So for us all, I think it'd be something we'd all like to achieve. I get the feeling that the supporters, it's something that they'd like, and I always try to please them when we can.
David Moyes and West Ham United might sound confident. Their pre-match talk has been about what they can do, not who they have to stop. Moyes and his team have cut relaxed figures in the build-up. West Ham United's first cup final for 16 years, but so much pressure on them, bearing in mind it has been a generation since they last lifted the cup, and that was back at the old Wembley. In recent years, Moyes has started to build something special at West Ham United, a Europa League run that has inspired fans, a current that has memories of 1980 with it. Training, however, was very much about how to stop a Liverpool side that is challenging for the quadruple. David Moyes pointed out how Liverpool were once denied the treble in the cup final. Maybe history could repeat itself today. West Ham know they have a huge task in front of them today. They do have the luxury of a fully fit squad. Question is, will they match up to Liverpool's? West Ham will have their midfield maestro, valued at over £1 million now in Declan Rice, who is currently in a rich vein of form. Could he help them win the midfield battle? Jarrod Bowen will be knocking on the door of Gareth Southgate to be on the plane to Spain for this summer's World Cup based on his form so far this season. He's had a great season so far for the Hammers. David Moyes has certainly no injury worries from Bowen, who played 90 minutes last weekend, as is Thomas Souček, who's been a revelation at West Ham this season. The question is for David Moyes is who partners them in his preferred three-man midfield. The answer is Mark Noble, who announced his retirement earlier in the season. He looks set that Noble will start, captain West Ham in his final appearance, a game in a professional football, a 22-year professional career with the Hammers, which will conclude today. Will he have his hands on the cup and that fairy tale ending? London Stadium has been a special place this season. A team spirit has been the key. Many feel it is going to be along with the grit and determination that gets West Ham over the line. Liverpool might feel that they have the better team on paper, but cup final folklore tells us otherwise. David Moyes will have a fully fit squad to pick from, but so far he's keeping his cards close to his chest as to the team selection for today's match.
Well, both sides look set. Join us for the game because we will be looking later on in the broadcast to meet the teams, and then we will have the team news and lineups. But first and foremost, it's time to find out how we got here and our comprehensive review of this year's FA Cup. We start, of course, the third round. The third round of the FA Cup allowed the traditional rules to return back to cup football. Replays all the way through to the quarter-finals. What a way to start. The Trevor Sports cameras were live at Goodison Park for the Merseyside derby in the third round, and the whole competition got off to a cracking goal from Firmino.
I don't think anyone wants to go to Anfield these days, but we're 20 minutes away from that scenario. Here's Firmino! Oh, he scored! Bobby Firmino, when it matters the most, the substitute has scored a crucial goal, and the holders are in front at Goodison Park.
While an easy start for the holders, another North East side hoping to get involved was Manchester United. They took on local neighbours Salford City, part-owned by the class of '92. What followed was the greatest upset in FA Cup history.
He's taking his time. Wan-Bissaka's lurking on the edge of the box. Back to Bruno Fernandes, curling strike! Oh, just wide of the mark. Whipped in towards Sancho with the free header, and he heads it wide. Whips it in towards the back stick, towards Rashford. He had a free header as well, and he's headed it over. Rangnick waving his team forward. And here is Bruno Fernandes. There's a chance here, he's got beyond the defence. The defence has got back, that was fallen kindly, and it's a great save. Scott McTominay nearly giving them the opener. Here's Josh Morris now. Lund, he's got away from Wan-Bissaka. He's got the ball forward. It's Ian Henderson in a bit of space. Ian Henderson for Salford. He's kept his feet well. Oh, it's taken a deflection, and it's in! Ian Henderson with a stroke of luck, but it doesn't matter. Salford City are 8 minutes away from knocking Manchester United out of the FA Cup at Old Trafford. But they're going to need to find something special, and this is no Manchester United B team at all. This is a full strength Manchester United side. They put the cross in towards Ronaldo. That's a great save from the goalkeeper again. 4 minutes to go. Salford hanging on for one of the biggest shocks in FA Cup history. Here's Fernandes. Luke Shaw. We'll be getting towards Ronaldo again. Just wide. He can't believe it. Henderson, Salford just got to be clever. They've given it away though. Juan Mata picks it up. Is there one final chance for United to salvage some kind of replay here? There isn't! It's over! United are out! Salford City have done the biggest giant killer you will see for a long, long time. They have come to Old Trafford and stolen victory in the biggest night in Salford City's history. They've never been to the third round before today, and they've gone and made it all the way to the fourth. Incredible. It's finished at Old Trafford. Manchester United 0. Salford City 1.
Alex Pritchard is over this. A minute and a half left of the first half. Into the wall. Lightning Gooch! 1-0! A thunderous strike brings everybody to their feet inside the Stadium of Lights. Sunderland lead Newcastle.
Wales over on the free kick. Oh, Ben Wales. He can do that, you know. Then Wales gets the ball back. Here's on Bennett. On to Wales now. Here's Ladapo. Ladapo holding it well. To Chidozie Bennett. From the penalty spot, and Michael Smith steps up and scores, and Rugby United are 2-0. Harrison on the edge of the penalty area into Bamford. Bamford has scored! Lays it back in it. Rafinha stood over this. Click 2, and it is Rafinha to take. Oh my word! You're genius. Rafinha strikes the wall. Into Rodrigo now inside the penalty area. Rodrigo turns and scores! Rodrigo with the turn and finish. And Leeds United. Here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo! Oh my word, what a goal from Rodrigo! 2 goals in the space of a few minutes from the Spaniard. Mateus Clay. Bamford. And Bamford has scored! Patrick Bamford scores for Leeds United.
Third round derby day, victories going to Leeds United and Sunderland. Who would have thought Newcastle United were once in the relegation zone?
Here's the ball played in now. Martinelli. Shot hits Robertson. Here's Smith Rowe. Oh, what a beaut! Oh, what a beauty that is from Emil Smith Rowe! And another foul there. Referee again playing a good advantage. This could work in Arsenal's favour. Here's Martinelli. That's the second one. And you've got to say 2 great pieces of refereeing in the build-up there. 2 advantages played. And Martinelli has cashed in. And Arsenal, with 8 minutes of the first half to go, are 2-0 up and in the clear. Potentially kill off Portsmouth's chances before the break. Smith Rowe has had a good match. Maitland-Niles. Martinelli, that's the third. He slipped as he shot. But that slip took the ball past the goalkeeper and into the net. So Portsmouth with a real chance. Marquis against Ramsdale. Oh, that's emphatic from John Marquis. It's 3-1 now. They've got one back. Real Arsenal on top at the moment. Here's Martinelli. Here's Partey to make it absolute. Oh, what a goal. What a picture book goal from Thomas Partey. And that really does put the icing on the cherry on the cake.
And in the terms of the rest of the cup, well, here are all the goals from the third rounds.
Sterling shoots off the post. I think Grealish can't get there. It's cleared away by Ford. But the Ross referee is giving a penalty. For Man City from the penalty spot. De Bruyne, he scores. Now here's the wonderful ball into Grealish. He flicks the ball on, and it's Sterling. Oh my word! Raheem Sterling. Stop that.
And it's been given away. Freddie Sears picking out Sylvester Jasper here on the edge of the box for Colchester. He's found it inside. Good turn by Noble. It's a great turn by Noble, and it's an even better shot. Again, looking for Ashley Young. Clever ball to Danny Ings. Here's Matty Cash now. Bit of space. Ashley Young once more. It's into Danny Ings. One has fallen to John McGinn.
Chill out on the left. A horrible deflection. This is Callum Hudson-Odoi. Oh! Callum Hudson-Odoi. Brilliant. One touch, wraps it round the inside of his foot and finds the top corner. George Saville is over this. 34 minutes gone. Saville. Oh, it's stunning! Absolutely stunning! Kovacic is in the corner. 5 in the area. Lukaku! Oh, it'd be him, wouldn't it? It would be him, wouldn't it? Romelu Lukaku.
The packed up more sees Burnley and Bristol City battling down in a replay. 1-1 from the first game at Ashton Gate. Will we get a similar outlook today? A bit of goals for him now. Now that Wood's out. Here's Vidra. Oh, tremendous goal. 1-0. 5 in the penalty area for Bristol City in dark shirts. Flicked on. And Martin at the far post is equalised. Part of the first half that it's just been nip and tuck throughout. Cornet. Goodmanson. Yes. And the Clarets lead for the second time. And the tension again intensifies around this famous old ground here. Vyman with a cross. And Martin's there with a header. Oh, it's a brilliant goal. 2 goals in 2 minutes. Vidra again. Oh, lovely dummy from Goodmanson. Here's Goodmanson. Oh, it's a brilliant goal. And Burnley lead for the third time. And we've played less than 35 minutes. Wyman. And again. Into Chris Martin. Oh, lovely turn. Yes! He's claimed a hat-trick. And we missed 2 more easier chances. This to give Burnley the perfect start. It's brilliantly saved. No problem. Goodmanson, who got a brace in the game, has a chance to make it 1-1. Oh, that was emphatic. Can he put his side in front? No, he can't. If he can take this penalty. He can't. Bentley saves again for 2-1. And that's what it is after 3 penalties each. Can he do it? Oh, you bet he can. Brilliant penalty. Sends Bentley the wrong way. And he makes it. Pope never even moved. Otherwise, Burnley are out. And he fails. And Bristol City and Daniel Bentley have done it again.
Potentially one of the replays of the competition took place between Burnley and Bristol City. Norwich and Huddersfield Town played out a 0-0 draw, but in the penalty competition, 8 straight successes for the 4 penalty takers from either side. But as some may remember, great snooker finals always get brilliant when people can fail to pop the final black. And in this shootout, it got great when they started missing.
Let's see what he can try and do. Oh, great save! Great save there from the Huddersfield keeper. If he scores, Huddersfield go to the 4th round of the FA Cup. Oh, great save there from Krul. Oh my God. Oh, 5-4. We're at sudden death now. For Huddersfield Town. Can he score? Brilliant! Oh, right at the top left-hand corner for Norwich City. Let's see what we can try and do. Oh, he placed it beautifully. Look at that. Look at that celebration there. Absolutely brilliant. Sorba Thomas now for Huddersfield. Let's see what we can try and do. He's got to keep this tie in. Ah, 6-6! Oh, this is brilliant! Ben Gibson now. This is absolutely brilliant. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is mad. This is mad. Norwich City. Oh, Ben Gibson is going to be cursing. Tim Krul has to save this from Saar. Oh, Huddersfield Town will be the fourth round. Oh! Brilliant save. Brilliant. Brilliant save. Oh my God, this is going to be insane. And another save! Another save there for the Huddersfield Town keeper! Oh my God, this is mad! Third time lucky. Can this be third time lucky for Huddersfield to get themselves through? They have! They have knocked out Norwich City on the Premier League side! Oh my God, what a penalty shootout! Unbelievable stuff!
Here's Callum Patterson looking to play in Lee Gregory. It's a good first touch by Lee Gregory. It's a great effort and it's a great start for Sheffield Wednesday. Lee Gregory has put the Sheffield side ahead inside 10 minutes. Drury jinks to his left to get his left foot around it. Oh, and it's going to fall, is it? No. Barry Bannan scuffed his clearance and it's in. Oh, Sheffield Wednesday, the architect of their own downfall. And Trinsau has gone and snatched a late equaliser for Wolves. Hillsborough, third round replay. Penalty shootout to decide who goes through to the fourth round. Hillsborough holds its breath. And it's saved! To give them a 1-0 advantage. And call as you like, Adama Traore puts Wolves in control. One of the heroes from last year. Can he make it 1-1? And he can! Potentially give Wolverhampton the lead. And he does. Opposite corner. Lee Gregory now, the goal scorer from open play, who set this whole scenario off. It's saved! Raul Jimenez, slow run up to make it 3. He does make it 3. Long run up. And it's saved! Sheffield Wednesday fall this time in the third round. They just didn't quite have enough, but Wolverhampton Wanderers are through to the fourth round on penalties.
Another replay that went to penalties was Crystal Palace and Swansea City. It wasn't a particularly good game, but the drama followed in the penalty competition.
First up is Wilfred Zaha for Crystal Palace. Can he score here? Wilfred Zaha! He does! Can he score it to keep Swansea in it? He can't save that! Ayo! It's 2-0! Obafemi scores! Nelson Edward scores! Liam Walsh keeps Swansea in it! He can't! To the fourth round! He has! A rebound! Sends Crystal Palace on their way to the FA Cup! Fourth round on penalties after 0-0 in the replay against Swansea City.
And in terms of the rest of the replays, well, here they are. course, that was one of the shocks of the competition so far when Manchester United exited in the third round to Salford City. Really was quite astonishing. How about an astonishing moment? The fans are starting to line up outside the Olympic Way, formerly Wembley Way, and they're getting ready before they're let into the ground. And Trevor Davis is our man outside the gates of Wembley Way, and he's in there with to interview a Member of Parliament, I believe, Trevor. Thank you very much, Trevor. Well, I'm here today just outside Wembley Way as the fans are starting to make their way into the ground, and I've managed to, as I will do during the day, just encountered a special guest. First special guest, well, he's the Prime Minister of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. It's Boris Johnson who's with me today. Mr. Johnson, if I could ask you just an honest question first and foremost. Why have you been such an utter recently? Well, there you go. Back to you, Trevor. Only recently? Well, maybe that says more than it needs to. Now it's time for us to go back to our review of the rest of this year's FA Cup, and we start now with the fourth round. The fourth round of the FA Cup was definitely the cure for those late January winter blues, and two winter blues went ahead and did battle. Chelsea and Manchester City at Stamford Bridge, what turned out to be a thrilling contest. Oh, another header away by Ruben Diaz. Jorginho. Does he fancy a hit? Pulisic might! Pulisic scores! Cancelo supporting. Grealish running into the channel again. Bernardo Silva. Crossfield ball to Foden, but is cut out by Alonso, who loses it promptly to Phil Foden. Dangerous ball into the box, and the equaliser from Jack Grealish. Azpilicueta out wide. Four in the area. Azpilicueta needs to put in a good cross. Lukaku needed to do a lot better there. Grealish. Jesus. Foden wanted it. It's a long ball over the top at the moment, and now suddenly İlkay Gündoğan is through, and now it's Phil Foden for Manchester City. It's a brilliant save by Edouard Mendy. It's come back to Cancelo. Oh, what a miss! Gündoğan could have won the game. It turned out to be a very costly mistake for Manchester City, and for that İlkay Gündoğan. There was a replay 10 days later. Both sides stood fast and ready for what turned out to be one of the games of the seasons. A match itself which was won with the final kick after extra time in potentially not only the game of the FA Cup, but one of the games of the season. Azpilicueta's got space. Pass back into Mount, who's turned and has hit the woodwork. Mount turning. It's blocked in the end. Comes to Jorginho. Pulisic. Mount again. Can he get the shot off? Yes, he can! And he strikes the woodwork again! Here is Rodri. João Cancelo. Oh, Bernardo Silva! Oh! Bernardo Silva. Seems Manchester City have just upped the pace in the last few minutes. De Bruyne to Sterling! Oh, what a goal that is! So is Alonso. Into the wall. Hudson-Odoi. Oh, it's fallen to Jorginho! A defensive mix-up brings Chelsea back into the match. Lukaku just taken off his toes by Ruben Diaz. That's a great challenge. Sterling. Gabriel Jesus. Back to Sterling. Jesus again. Clever ball. Now it's Raheem Sterling with a chance to run. He's onside. Up against Thiago, was he brought down? A penalty! The referee has given Manchester City a penalty! 4 minutes left of the contest. Kevin De Bruyne from the spot. Oh, it's saved by Mendy! Oh, this is incredible! Mendy to the rescue with a brilliant stop. We've played the 2 hours. It's do or die for either side. Kante, Lukaku, Hudson-Odoi. Can Lukaku get there? Oh, he can! And he's won it!
Chelsea are in the 5th round of the FA Cup. Manchester City are out. How did Romelu Lukaku get there? With basically the last kick of the contest, Chelsea have won it.
Romelu Lukaku comes good for Chelsea. They march their way through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. Manchester City, perhaps one of the pre-season tournament favourites for the Cup, bow out. What about the rest of the tournament, you say? Which was the other 4th round tie that took everyone by surprise? Queen's Park Rangers versus Arsenal. The first game that took place at Loftus Road was very much Arsenal getting themselves controversially out of jail.
It's a chance to get the ball in. Stefan Johansson out there, marshalling. Tierney trying to get into the box, does get into the box, goes down, and that's a penalty! To give Arsenal the lead. And it's saved! We are still level at Loftus Road. It's a free kick in a promising position. Stefan Johansson, could he find redemption after giving away that penalty? Charlie Austin's on for Dykes. Johansson hits the wall. It's forward to Chair! It's in! A curly effort has sent the crowd absolutely wild, and the roof on Loftus Road has come off again. Well, regulation time is almost up. Arsenal have 30 seconds left plus stoppage time. Smith Rowe. It's a foul on the edge of the box. Arsenal will get one last major chance. Or has he given the penalty? I think he's given the penalty, you know. Hello, mighty close to the edge of the box. Let's have a look. Is this in or out? Well, it was well in the box. Thought it was a lot closer to the edge myself, but it will be Odegaard with a second chance here, and he does bury it. Arsenal get out of jail.
Martin Odegaard's last-minute penalty in stoppage time, enough to salvage Arsenal's place in the FA Cup and secure them a replay. And a replay did take place. 10 days later on Sportsnight, Arsenal and Queen's Park Rangers had a game which was just lacking goals, but was certainly not lacking in drama.
Arsenal really moving the ball around really well in this opening quarter of an hour. We've just had over that, 17 minutes in fact. Saka lining one up and wide. He's giving it away straight to Martinelli now, and Arsenal now can really punish. What a good ball that is. And Nketiah might get in there. Nketiah with a shot. Terrific save. 1-0 into the corner. Brilliant penalty. Terrific penalty there from Nketiah. This for 1-1. Oh, he's placed it. And he does brilliantly. 2-0 to Arsenal. Oh, you bet he can. Good penalty. And Diang is ready beautifully. Great save. This to bring the scores level. And the scores are level. 2-2. 3-2. Goalkeeper went the right way. Read it. And Chair makes it 3-all. Good penalty. That excellent standard of penalty taking going. Oh, just about though. Dozell now. And he saved it! And Arsenal!
Not for the first time this season, Arsenal progressed in the FA Cup thanks to a penalty competition. But there were some other great games in the 4th round and some other great goals.
Long ball to Chris Martin. To Duan now. Go to Chris Martin. Is that offside? It's still going. Chris Martin! Oh! Great start! Great start there for Bristol City. What a start there. Brilliant! Can they bounce back into this? Great clearance there from Bristol City, and now Stevens to Fleck. Oh, is that a penalty? It is! It's a penalty! So Musette now on the penalty spot now to make it 1-1 and get them back in the game. Brilliant! Dunda now to try and get past, get into the penalty box if they can. And I tell you what, that's a that's a penalty! That is a penalty that was being given. Baldock is absolutely fuming. So Andrews Feynman now. Let's see what he can try and do. Oh no! It's a great save there. Great save there. So Sheffield United still in this in this epic FA Cup tie. And Billy Sharp, great header. Billy Sharp, yes! Oh, Billy Sharp, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant.
Here's McGinn. Take on this near side of the left. Push it back to target and look to whip it in with his left foot. And he does that. Chowdhury acrobatically gets the ball clear. Villa still under the pressure. Let's hang out in the moment. Back to target. Whips the ball back in. And in there for Watkins. And only Watkins gives Aston Villa the lead. Wonderful cross from Barnes. Iheanacho! Leicester are level. It's collection Iheanacho.
Fabinho easily cutting that one out. Now can Liverpool get that breakthrough right on the stroke of half time? Salah might just do it! And he did it superbly!
Passes it to Danny Drinkwater now. He's going to have to. He's got the ball. Crosses it to Joao. Oh, brilliant! Brilliant! Bit of momentum now. And a great ball onto the right hand side to Sarr. Sarr crosses it in. King! Oh no! Oh, he's putting it back into 1-1 now. Got on the ball now. Passes it to Hernandez. Hernandez passes it to. Down to Sissoko. Sissoko with the shot! Oh, brilliant! Oh, what a goal! Oh, jubilant scenes here at Vicarage Road! Oh my days! What a goal! That's got to be the goal of the competition, surely!
Throwing to the left to Aston Villa then. Leicester having to do a bit of defending now as a long throw comes in towards Danny Ings, and that's headed just wide from Danny Ings there. Leon Bailey goes in towards the penalty area, crossed in, and Ings heads it just wide, I think, come off the post. Here is Watkins for Aston Villa. He steps up and scores. Passing Daka off of the bench, Can he do the same as Buckley's up the bench? No! Start for Villa in this game so far. Can he make a capitalisation? No, he can't. As here's less balance for Leicester. It's 1-1. 2-1 for Leicester. 2-2 against Brendan Rodgers. Philip Coutinho, the little magician. 3-2 for Leicester, and he misses. Can he do that? 3-2 in the shootout at the moment. Nakamba, 4-2. Villa are through.
Cracking ties in the fourth round. Chelsea definitely were involved in some of the best games of the tournament, as you'll see, and Manchester City out there. Quite shocking. But this FA Cup's full of twists and turns. So, Trevor Davis, I believe you've got someone else to speak to. Thank you, Trevor. Well, I've also managed to find another special guest for us to interview. He's from the 24th century. It's Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. Mr. Picard, if I may call you that, or Captain, as it may be the correct terminology. One does have a question for you. Why have you waited till the third season of your Star Trek Picard series to bring back the original cast? Why is that? Well, I thought that could be the best opportunity to actually make the show good, because the other two shows have been deliberately crap. I mean, we did that with the first two series of the Next Gen. Yes, it's actually rather sound logic, to be fair. Anyway, enjoy the match. Back to you, Trevor. Well, I'm sure the Huddersfield Town fan will be saying make it so, and hope they engage when they go and fight for that playoff place to get back to the Premier League. Well, as you can see, West Ham have just got to walk over the road, but Liverpool, they are getting here. That's Mo Salah just arriving. So Liverpool are here in the ground, and you can feel it just starting to bobble over nicely. And speaking of nicely, fifth round was pretty good in this year's FA Cup. Here's the review of it. Fifth round of the FA Cup was a real anomaly in this year's Cup season. Only one match went to a replay. We were live at Ellen Road for Liverpool versus Leeds United, as Liverpool once again showed that one goal was enough to progress them through to the quarter-finals of the FA Cup.
Here's Mohamed Salah, and now he's back with Henderson. For Alexander-Arnold, who play this from Liverpool. Salah with the shot, and Salah with the goal in Liverpool. Against you, and a player would have to say, has opened the scoring on 52 minutes.
It's a loose one. Lukaku will pick it up, finds Kante. Mount. Lukaku. Mount is making a good run. Good shot and a goal! And can Mount score another picture book goal? Mount with a free kick. Oh, it's in! Terrific free kick! And Chelsea double their lead to 2-0. With 5 minutes of the first half remaining, Mason Mount. A brace for him, and it's a brace for Chelsea. 2-0.
Dawson is going to pick it up for West Ham. Souček on the turn. Souček once again. Looking for Bowen. Bowen turns in the box, finds a bit of space in the box. It's Jared Bowen for West Ham. It's a great save from the goalkeeper, but it's fallen currently. And West Ham have taken the lead. It's that man again, Lanzini.
Potts now, Potts. A great challenge from Dendonka. But Neves got the ball. but it's still Preston. Oh, it's a chance! Oh, it's at the post again! Preston! Oh, they've scored!
Arsenal and Brentford that ended up getting the only replay of the competition. A score draw at Community Stadium and at the Emirates. And being Arsenal, this one went the distance.
Now Tierney. Saka. Oh, Smith-Rowe, that's a great turn! Oh, what a brilliant goal that is! Got to the 5th round today, but unless something happens in the next 4 minutes or so, they're out of this competition, and something might happen because Ivan Toney's lashed onto this pass. 1-on-1 with Ramsdale, and has equalised out of nothing. Absolute nothing. Brentford are still in the FA Cup.
Half an hour in all, and it will be a penalty shootout. Here's Saka for Arsenal. Cedric. Lovely first touch with the substitute. Big out another substituting. Lacazette, he scores! And how cruel on Brentford this is. They've been the better side all the way through this. Replay, and they've been done by the sucker punch. They've certainly played it on more tonight. And unlucky to be 1-0, very unlucky to be 1-0 down. Here's Wieser. Trying a twisted turn, Partey. And he might just do so here. Gets the cross in there. Tony 3. Oh, he was unmarked. His equaliser. Tony. 1 each. And Arsenal to go first. And it's their talisman, Alexander Lacazette, who will go up first against David Raya. Statutory kicks each. And Raya has saved it. A real hot shot when it comes to penalties. And he stutters on his run, but he scores brilliantly. Second one for Arsenal. This to make it 1-1. And that's what it is. Good penalty. And he's hit it over. Statutory kicks. And it just about got in. A chance now to make it 2-2. Oh, good penalty. Right in the corner. And Martin Ødegaard now with the penultimate of the 5. Oh, and Raya saved! Can he make it 3-2? He can't, he's hit the bar! Now Partey with the 5th for Arsenal. And Raya saved! Oh, it's a dreadful penalty! And it remains 2-2, so we're into sudden death, and Kieran Tierney with the first of those sudden death penalties. And he makes it 3-2. Pressure really on now. Oh, good penalty. To take the second of the sudden death kicks for Arsenal. And that's a good penalty. Again, Raya, no chance. Oh, that's a good penalty from Baptiste. Has to score this one. Oh, nicely done. Against Aaron Ramsdale, otherwise it's all over. Oh, that's a cheeky one. 5-all to make it, to try and make it 6-5 here in sudden death, and he does. Oh. And now Ajay has to score, and it would be so cruel at Brentford if it was to be him. He's up against Ramsdale. They've got to stay in it. But he hasn't, and it's Arsenal who go into the quarter-finals and will host Chelsea.
Well, the fifth round of the review, and we're going to keep that going in a minute, and it's just getting to that moment where the fans are just starting to make their way into the ground, so we're expecting Wembley to fill up relatively soon, so to speak. A man that needs no introduction to was Trevor Davis, and he is with a 6-time world champion. Well, with me today is effectively known as the world's toughest son of a bitch, Stone Cold Steve Austin, former World Wrestling Federation champion. Steve, what brings you to Wembley in the FA Cup final?
Oh hell, son, I don't even know what I'm doing here. All I know is I got a whole pack of Steve Eisers and I'm about to go watch them race some hell out here. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
And they think it's all over was a memorable line, apparently. Back to you, Trevor. Funny enough, I've got an urge for a beer now. Can't think how that happened. Well, there we go. That was Stone Cold Steve Austin. What about both the teams? Well, let's let Trevor Sinstadt run through that, and let's go and meet the teams. 29 years of age Brazilian, definitely doesn't play thongs for goalpost. It's Alisson in goal for Liverpool, who will more likely start today. In his central defenders, who'll be having the team? Well, there's Alexander-Arnold, the young Englishman, with a crossing ability admiring that of young David Beckham, many people have said. Joel Matip, the Cameroonian, could be the preferred choice of Virgil van Dijk today, has been in recent times and is a highly underrated central defender. The signing that changed it all for Liverpool. Virgil van Dijk was suspended last season after getting sent off in the semi-final. He's been told by Jurgen Klopp he'll start today. The Scotland captain Andy Robertson is there, a fullback that can run and run and run, and a left foot like a traction engine. Fabinho had a brilliant spell at Monaco. As a result, he's carried his fantastic form over for Liverpool as a real anchor in midfield, along with the Liverpool captain, Jordan Henderson. Could be one of his last big games as skipper for Liverpool. Partner here is Thiago Alcantara. Some have said he was at the root of all Liverpool's problems last season. Now he's very much the source of their success. Diego Jota is Liverpool's joint second top scorer so far this season. But Mo Salah is the man standing out among the flanks. The Egyptian king, sadly, will not be at the World Cup. One man that will, though, is Sadio Mane, who is playing in every final possible that there is this season. Another man that can always cause dangers is Roberto Firmino, another Brazilian target man that can really show his strut on the big stage. James Milner, another big final for the 36-year-old whose amazing career continues. And Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has recovered back from injury. Some say, though, he may only warm the bench. Joe Gomez, though, he's a worthy stand-in for Alexander-Arnold at right back. And Ibrahima Konate, perhaps Liverpool's Champions League defender, may look to be rested today. You've got Sigamas, the Greek man that likes to play left back. And you've got Keller, who likes to play in goal because he's from Ireland and he likes to play in goal. Naby Keita looks to be a brilliant player, but he may miss out today in the midfield for Liverpool. Curtis Jones, a young Englishman with the world at his feet, might be sat on the bench today, you feel, in this contest. Luis Diaz, what a signing this has been for Liverpool. He could be one of the breakout players for Liverpool. Looks set to possibly start. Divock Origi, he got the winner last season. He may even struggle to make the bench this season. Such is the quality of Liverpool's squad. And Harvey Elliott, here's another young man, looks set to just be on the bench, it would seem. For West Ham United, Lukas Fabianski made his name in Arsenal, but the Poland's goalkeeper has definitely struck a great form since. So's the Czech Republic right back. Kufau looks to be the man in the pocket. Craig Dawson has had a real renaissance in recent times and has been the real rock at West Ham's central defence. Looks like Diop might be his choice to partner him on the day, the French midfielder. And Aaron Cresswell, well, he's gone under the radar in recent times, but he's got an opportunity to shine, as does Tomek Souček. The Czech Republic midfielder has been an absolute rock for West Ham's recent success, and the £150 million man, according to the papers. Declan Rice is also in the midfield for West Ham United. Jared Bowen, well, he's apparently doing something to Danny Dyer's daughter. He could well start and well be playing for England in the summer. Said Benrahma, the Algerian player, has been a revelation for West Ham since he signed for Brentford. Lanzini, the Argentinian, though, looks like he may not play today from what we've heard. Mikel Antonio, Jamaican centre-forward, definitely knows a thing or two about competing for a header. And Pablo Fornals, the Spanish midfielder, looks to be a real playmaker to unlock any defence. Vlasic, the signing from the Croatia, shows he's definitely got talent for West Ham United. And so has Mark Noble, what could be his final professional game for West Ham. Yarmolenko, after his personal strifes in the horrible invasion of his home country, could he provide the much needed hero's relief? And Masuka as well, the Congo Democratic Republic player, has shown something, as has Ben Johnson, a young England right back who is equally happy playing at left back. Areola, the French goalkeeper, will be the stand-in today, as West Ham United squad has two stand-in. Claude doing his best here to look like Jonathan Creek, and Darren Randolph doing his best to go and compete for the second goalkeeper spot sitting on the bench today. Kurt Zouma, well, not a cat hairs in hell that he wouldn't miss today. I wonder if he's the choice to play at centre-half ahead of Angelo Ogbonna, the Italian midfielder, looks set to miss out. Then you have Fredericks that plays also for West Ham. That is the side that we expect, but the final team news we can expect very shortly. Well, the fans are now here at Wembley. Those are the teams. What are the starting lineups? We've got Trevor Hansen and Trevor Hill with me today, and we can now reveal to you the team lineups. And starting today for West Ham United, let's go to them first. We can confirm that Fabianski is picked in goal. Kufal, Dawson, Kurt Zouma, chosen to partner Craig Dawson, and Aaron Cresswell. Mark Noble will captain and start West Ham in his very last game today. Thomas Souček and Declan Rice are in the midfield lineup. Jarrod Bowen and Said Benrahma will supporting Mikel Antonio. So Pablo Fornals, Lanzini and Vlasic all miss out. Ogbonna may think he had a shout, and Yarmolenko, the Ukrainian, is on the bench. Trevor, first of all, I want to come to yourself. What do you think of West Ham's team today? I kind of think West Ham have got potentially Liverpool in mind, because in terms of their midfielders, Souček, Rice and Noble are good, but in terms of the real attacking midfielders, Pablo Fornals and Lanzini are the attacking midfielders, and Liverpool will, I think Liverpool will be pleased with that, because I think they now expect West Ham to press, but it just shows you with Bowen and Benrahma picked, they're obviously looking to play onto the break, and I think that's what Liverpool will have to be wary of. But I think West Ham very much got Liverpool in mind when they have gone for this side, but it could be a very interesting pick. I think Noble starting today is the right thing, although could you have put Souček in there? Well, could you have played Fornals, Lanzini? It's all on David Moyes for this one. Absolutely, indeed. Let's have a look at the Liverpool starting lineup today, Trevor. And Alisson will start in goal. Alexander-Arnold and Robertson, they sort of picked themselves. So does Virgil van Dijk. Of course, he was sent off in last year's semi-final, so he missed the final last year on Trevor Sports. Joel Matip is chosen to partner alongside him. Ibrahim Konate isn't even on the bench today. Henderson, Fabinho and Thiago sort of picks itself. Luis Diaz is chosen to go in the starting lineup with Mo Salah, Sadio Mane through the middle, and on that basis Roberto Firmino moves to the bench, as does Diego Jota. Trevor, your thoughts on that? Well, it's a very strong Liverpool lineup. How can you not pick Luis Diaz in the form that he's been in? I know Jota's the second top scorer for Liverpool, but how could you not pick him? I think it's an interesting lineup. I think Sadio Mane is really taken to that sort of central striking role and has really got a feel for things. Matip's proven himself to be a very reliable defender against Virgil van Dijk. This is the Liverpool side I think are going to keep the ball a lot and look to move it around and really put West Ham under pressure. I think this is going to be very, very, very difficult game for them. And those are the teams. We're not far getting ready to get the teams to walk out of the tunnel. But first we're going to go take a little look and just review the 6th round, which had one of the best 6th round replays I think you may ever see.
Well, the previous two winners of the FA Cup in the Trevor Sports Universe, at least, and they kick off this quarter-final 9 here tonight, that they could really take a huge step towards the semi-finals. One has to go this round. Who will it be? Shook off Thiago there, just about though. Good support here from Kovatsky. Kovatsky, right foot, goal! Kovatsky for Tottenham. What can Henderson do here? Will he line up the shot up? I wonder. No, plays it to Mane. Oh, strikes it well and a great save. Quite comfortably. Here comes the corner. And there towards Salah, who's got the header in and has headed it wide against the left stanchion. Oh, he's got the cross in there, despite the best intentions of Jota. YBA deflected over. Oh, and another day that might have gone in. And they need a goal from somewhere. It's Firmino, the substitute, to provide it. Oh, and Mane provided, he won't provide it! Sadio Mane rescues Liverpool! And Anfield erupts! Between two attack-minded sides who play football exactly the right way. Robertson, Thiago, Mane shoots, brilliant, oh, nearly! Alexander-Arnold chips it in, oh, it's wide!
Absolute thriller at Anfield between Spurs and Liverpool. The two previous winners of the FA Cup couldn't be decided by a brilliant contest on the night. Liverpool had failed to score more than one goal in every round of the FA Cup, and in their replay at Spurs at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, they are forced to break that duck in one of the best games this competition has seen thus far. An absolutely amazing contest that was settled by the most unfortunate own goal I think you'll see in the whole tournament.
Spurs are taking the goal to my right. Lucas Moura giving the licence to cross already towards Reguilon, who volleys it towards goal and beat Alisson all right. Robertson on the overlap, and he's free. Time to size up the cross, and oh, dear me. And a talking point there from this cup replay. Could Liverpool have been down to 10 men, but here's Emerson Royal stinging in, and he goes down, penalty. Did he touch him? Well, didn't look to be any contact there. I think the referee's been fooled. It's a controversial moment in the game. Kane, 1-0. And if that turns out to be the winning goal, Liverpool will argue that decision long into the night. I'd like to see Messrs Anson and Hill think about that one later. Here's Emerson Royal. And here's Moura to make it 2. No! Doing really well. Alexander-Arnold. Thiago on the run. Good save. And belted out for a corner to Liverpool. Firmino, good ball, Mane! Oh, I was just about to say one each. And the ball's been lost and Salah's in, Firmino's in, one each. Won't lead to anything, ball played in, skip, scores! And they'll feel he's got wrong. Robertson. Good ball, Sarah, 2 each! 3 goals in the first 10 minutes of the second half. Reguilon makes a break on the left. Oh, they'll be back into Son Heung-min. Still half an hour of this epic to go, and Kane with a header, good save. It's a Tottenham corner. Here it comes, in there towards Moura, who got the header, and over the top. Goals, controversy, the lot, here's Firmino, oh, it could be an own goal, it is an own goal! Unbelievable, Romero has put through his own net, and Liverpool, for the first time in this replay, are in front, 3 goals to 2.
Well, what rotten luck for Romero, but what a fairy tale ending for Liverpool, beating the 2020 winners, and the 2021 winners were off and running in the competition and into the semi-final. Chelsea and Arsenal were the opponents facing the winning game. The two met that evening in an excellent contest in which Chelsea and Romelu Lukaku showed his quality. Arsenal showed their fighting spirit and nearly pulled off a miracle. That's a clever ball. Flag has stayed down. Romelu Lukaku is in for Chelsea. It's 1-0. Martinelli. Lacazette, first time.
Smith Rowe, Saka, back into Lacazette. This is lovely football. That's a brilliant equaliser. Combining well with Martinelli. Christensen comes across. Chance for a counter gap for Chelsea. Excellent pass by Mount. Romelu Lukaku is in for Chelsea. It's 2-1. Oh, what about that? Goal before half-time really would be a sucker punch for Arsenal, but it would put Chelsea in control. Werner, can he provide it? Ooh, the effort was deflected. Alonso. Oh, Werner has provided the sucker punch. Martinelli again. Tierney trying to find a crossing situation. Martinelli trying to find a gap. Here's Saka. Referee keeps the advantage on. Smith Rowe. Lacazette! Just wide. They really have come to the cup and wanting to win it. Mount. Werner. Oh, it may just break here for Mason Mount. He crosses it back. It's the perfect hat-trick from Romelu Lukaku and the perfect way to secure your FA Cup semi-final spot. Saka, Jude Hutchinson, Martinelli. Good flowing move at the moment by Arsenal. Saka across to Kieran Tierney. Tierney crosses it in. The header from Lacazette. Hutchinson is there! Tierney. Martinelli. Oh, it breaks to Lacazette! Oh, this is amazing! Game on now! 5 minutes to go! Arsenal need one more goal to force a replay!
There was to be no more goals, and in the end Arsenal's challenge fell flat to the perfect performance by Romelu Lukaku. Left foot, right foot header. It was the perfect hat-trick and the only perfect hat-trick in this season's FA Cup. At Deepdale, Preston North End knew a thing or two about giant killing in the FA Cup that season. They knocked out Wolverhampton Wanderers in the previous rounds and were confident they could do it to the Birmingham side again. Aston Villa awaited them, and a great game.
And it's Lucas Digne to whip this free kick in there. Dean with the free kick in towards Watkins, and he's headed away. Goes out to Buendia, who's there for save. Buendia again, and Buendia has scored. Cash. Here's McGinn. Could be a replay. Pressing her back into this. As Jacob Ramsey goes for goal and just wide. Got themselves in. Sinclair's in there. Scott Sinclair just wide. Really should be doing better there. Scott Sinclair. Wyman comes across to the corner then. And towards Brown on the edge of the box. Wyman crosses in. Towards Potts. Black Box! Black Box is levelled! The right wing back! That's levelled for North End! He wants to try to score himself, but he says Johnson! Just wide! Trying to have their first foray in the second half. It's been a good game to watch as Coutinho whips the ball in. And he's headed away to Buendia! Coutinho with the ball in Watkins. 2-1 Aston Villa. Douglas Luiz finds John McGinn, and John McGinn's pass has been given away to Reece. Reece is swooping against Binks. Reece just wide.
So unfortunate, the opportunity to equalise just passes by. Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa get themselves into the FA Cup semi-finals. And they knew they would face the winner of the game between Sheffield United and West Ham. West Ham United once again facing championship opposition. This time, the championship opposition were at home. And at a wonderful game at Bramall Lane, there was real pressure put on the West Ham side. They took them to a replay.
Finding Souček. Lovely turn from Souček. Looking for Lanzini. Lanzini with the curling strike. Good challenge by Gibbs White. Gets it forward to David McGoldrick. He's got a bit of support ahead of him in Ollie McBurney. Gibbs White once more. McBurney again. Lovely one-touch football from Sheffield United. McGoldrick plays it in. It's Gibbs White for Sheffield United. Aaron Cresswell had a crack earlier on in this game. He might have another go here. It's Cresswell from distance. Cresswell! Hasn't got much support ahead of him. And Souček wins it back. Antonio. Lanzini again. Antonio once more. On the Sheffield defence is committed. It's Ben Rama!
All looking forward to Antonio from Sufalda. Now into Lanzini. And a football from Lanzini to Said Ben Rama. Ben Rama's in. Said Ben Rama! 1-0 West Ham. I must remind you, if there's a draw after 90 minutes, we'll have extra time, and if you're still drawing after 30 minutes of extra time, we'll have penalties. Umenoni, there's Antonio's through, and Antonio scored. Just all the possession, well, he tries to. Sheffield United have got the ball back. He's Brewster. We have Brewster, the former Liverpool man. There's a throw to David McGoldrick. And Sheffield United have gone back to Stevens. Stevens whips the ball in. Looking for Didze. Heads away. He's actually Ndiaye. Just wide. Ian Ndiaye.
And that was enough for West Ham to secure an FA Cup semi-final place and to secure something quite unique for both sides. There will be claret and blue in the final this year's FA Cup. Villa or West Ham though. A brilliant review of the 6th round, and now we get through to the semi-finals. That's coming up very shortly. Coming up next is Trevor Davis, and he's with the Farmer of the Year. Thank you, Trevor. Well, I have been able to encounter a guest. I believe he once won the vote for the most likely to be suitable for Prime Minister. It's Farmer of the Year, Jeremy Clarkson. Mr. Clarkson, as a well-known Chelsea fan, what brings you here? To be fair, the BBC have decided to take me out and buy me a few drinks to bring back the old gang back to do Top Gear, but I've got no intention of doing that because I've got lots of fields to plough and lots of wheat to sow and lots of bee juice to sell. Right, and what do you think will be the key to both sides today? Power! There we go. These are getting bizarre, these are. Trevor, back to you. Jeremy Clarkson proving the wise-old question, how hard can it be to recreate Cup Final Grandstand? Turns out it's very Jeremy. Right, Liverpool are out there warming up. West Ham have had their warm-up. They've gone. Liverpool are warming up ahead of the big game today. And there were 2 big games played a month ago. Aston Villa and West Ham United played at Old Trafford. At Villa Park, which wasn't that a shame for Aston Villa for them as well, was Chelsea and Liverpool. It was goalless in the Carabao Cup final. It was not goalless in this semi-final. Here's a full review. The first semi-final took place at Villa Park. It was a rematch between the League Cup finalists, Liverpool against Chelsea. That game finished 0-0. This afternoon, though, we had 5 goals, extra time, and just about everything possible from a football match. And these 2 rivals once again went at it.
Well, he was penalised harshly for a penalty against Tottenham in the replay in the last round. He's certainly turning it well, and it's 1-0! Liverpool! On the ball, has to be careful, he's on a yellow card. Ziyech now. Mount. Looking to line it up. Mason Mount, 1 each! We've seen 2 magnificent goals that have really let this semi-final up good and proper here at Villa Park. Lukaku, nice play, has it away down the right. Needs support though. And he goes down, penalty this time. Michael Oliver, straight to the spot. Jorginho, who missed 2 vital penalties for Italy in the last few months, scored a 5-1 for Chelsea. And they lead with less than 20 minutes in this semi-final to go. Flick on by Salah, Firmino. Gomez in acres of space on the right. Ali Mane, and now Robertson making a break. Mane, good save. Charlie Robertson, 2 each. 10 minutes left to play. And Robertson makes amends.
5 to go until we swap round for the second period. Firmino off the post. And that's a good ball, actually, it turns out, for Aspilicueta. Werner. Mount. What about the shot? Lukaku might just do that himself. That's a poor ball from Lukaku, very tired looking pass. Thiago. Firmino. Gomez again, got down the back, played it in there for Salah. Salah deflected it in off the goalkeeper. And Liverpool may have just snatched victory here.
A moment that Mo Salah will never ever forget, the winning goal that took Liverpool through to the FA Cup final. In their entire illustrious history, they have never retained the FA Cup. They'll have an opportunity today to do so. Their opponents, on the other hand, well, they know well. They overcame a goal from behind to win at Old Trafford, as West Ham produced the goods against Aston Villa in an equally as tense and nerve-wracking affair between these two claret and blue sides. That's a rather strange ball. Look at Digne, the long ball forwards. Here's Bailey now. 2 in the area for Villa. Bailey's got a goal side. He's got a chance, and he scored! Cup finals and semi-finals are all about moments of magic, and Leon Bailey has just produced one here. David Moyes is urging West Ham to charge forward. Ben Rama's ball in! Oh! Souček. Lanzini, this is good play from West Ham. They need to find an end product. Oh, they nearly found one! Mikel Antonio's header. This back to Ben Rama. Cross is put in and cleared away. Dawson. Souček. And Antonio's made the run. He's got goal-sided Konsa. And the effort is straight at Martinez. McGinn. He's got a sweet left foot. He uses it there. Oh! And it's just a fraction wide. So will West Ham be able to start this half better than they finished the first? Foul. Yes, they have! Antonio scored! Ten minutes gone in the second half, 1 apiece. Aston Villa trying to change that for Buendia. His cross. Oh! Bailey here just about holds off Kufal. Bailey. It's Ings! Souček. Oh, appeal. He's given a penalty. It's 2-1. And what's his price tag now? This is Masuka. Oh, McGinn has stolen the ball. For Aston Villa, John McGinn. Cross back in. Ings! Just not good enough. Short to Dean. Coutinho. Oh, he's shaping himself up for the shot! Oh! Fabianski to the rescue for West Ham. The FA Cup final beckons for the Hammers. For Aston Villa, so near but so far. What an effort they made. That's how both sides got here today. Let's quickly go over to Trevor Davis, who has our final guest to interview outside Wembley Way. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Trevor. I don't think these are going to happen ever again, but I'm delighted to say we have one final guest. She's a legend when it comes to the world of pixelation and gaming. It's the Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. Lara, welcome to Wembley. Well, nice to meet you. I do have one question for you. Will you go out with me? No. Okay, there we go. Back to you, Trevor. Hope the game goes well. Oh dear, Trevor. Might smell of desperation, but we'll let you off that today. Chaps, I've got to talk to you about today's game. It could be an absolute classic. What was so good about the 2006 final? And what's the chances of us seeing something like that today, Trevor? In 2006, to be fair, that day was
you had two sides that were quite nervous. Liverpool the previous year had won the European Cup, but had struggled in the league. And in terms of that season, it was Benitez trying to shuffle his side round. West Ham seized on the opportunity and went for it. This year, Liverpool are a far more established side, are a far more composed and set up backline. And I think West Ham United coming today bigger underdogs than they did in 2006. Bear in mind, it was a penalty competition that allowed Liverpool to win that day. And they have a thing about penalties, because that's an option today. I see West Ham sitting back. I see Liverpool putting the pressure on. I can't see more than Liverpool win today, I'm honest. And I think it'll be the second of potentially 4 steps on the quadruple, depending what happens in the Premier League. Trevor, your thoughts so far on this? West Ham have got a shout today, but they've got to believe that they've got a chance. They've got to believe that they have a moment. They've got pace, and they've got composed midfielders, particularly Rice and Souček, are very comfortable on the ball, can match up to Thiago Henderson and Fabinho in there. I'm not sure whether Mark Noble's the right call. We shall have to wait and see, but him starting with the armband is very key. I think Saibin Rama and Jared Bowen will be key. I think Bowen especially. He's been in great form recently. Sometimes Wembley has the ability of sapping all the strength from your legs. That's going to be a key factor today. Sorry, Trevor. I've got to stop you. The Royal Marines guards are out. It's time for Abide With Me.
The words of which are on page 3 of your program. Ladies and gentlemen, abide with me.
Is just quite electric as we look around the ground and we get set for this game. Trevor, I've got to know your thoughts, predictions on this match. How do you see this game going? I see this one being probably Liverpool winning by a couple of goals or so. I think West Ham, if they really put Liverpool under pressure and taken account of how many games Liverpool have played, West Ham will know this, then they may be able to give them a real good go of it. I can't see anything more than Liverpool winning today. And Trevor, your predictions for the game. I've got to say, my heart says West Ham because, you know, it's the cup final, it's the great underdog story. My head says I can't see anything than Liverpool win, but we've been here before, Trevor, many times. We know this old competition's got the ability to surprise us once in a while. Indeed it has. Right, it's time for us to join our commentary team for the game. They'll take you through the rest of the game right up to half time. Let's join Trevor Brooking, but first, Trev Motson.
Thank you very much indeed, Trevor, and welcome to the commentary box. Trevor and I are here at Wembley Stadium, and it's a privilege to be here. West Ham and Liverpool in the repeat of the 2006 FA Cup final. If it's anything like the game at the Millennium Stadium all those years ago, then we're in for a real cracker. West Ham are in the traditional strip, Liverpool in their change strip of yellow, and being led out by today's referee, Andre Mariner, who comes from the second city of Birmingham. Terrific atmosphere as the teams are being led out, and 90,000 inside Wembley today. Should be an absolute cracker. And we're going to pause for a few seconds in a minute for the national anthem, but I have to say Abide With Me was sung with brilliant gusto, and it brought a tear to one's eye, that is for sure. Well, that's what they're playing for, that's the FA Cup, but whose possession will it be? Will it be the second leg of a quadruple, or will West Ham snatch that dream away from Liverpool and take their first trophy since 1980? Let's pause for a minute before the start for the national anthem. And beautifully sung as well by both sets of supporters, but now it's all about who's going to win the cup now. Let's have a look at the teams. Starting, of course, with West Ham, who are obviously the underdogs here this afternoon. Liverpool there in the change strip there, as you can see. But let's take a check on that West Ham team in just a second or two. We should have that captioned up in a second or two. But it's a very good formation. It's a sort of a Christmas tree formation, as you'll see in a minute there, as we see the players now just warming up before the start. Always nervous tension now at this point. So it's a Christmas tree formation with Antonio leading the line, has preference to Yarmolenko as amongst the substitutes. A Christmas tree formation, very interesting sort of formation there, Trevor Brookett.
Yeah, I think it's designed to stop Liverpool, hence why sort of Lanzini, Vlasic and Pablo Fornals miss out. I can see Mark Noble, Declan Rice and Souček supporting. I think Ben Rama and Jared Bowen will be given licence to support, and I suspect to see Kufau and Cresswell charging forwards and trying to sort of overload. A lot will depend on Mikel Antonio. Today I think he's going to be vital for West Ham.
Yes, and as for Liverpool, well, it's Luis Diaz in preference to Roberto Firmino and Diego Jota, who's the second top scorer. Mane will play in the central striker's role. Otherwise the team picks itself, Trevor. Diaz in ahead of Jota and Firmino. Interesting selection from Klopp.
I think so, but if you look on recent form, Luis Diaz and Mane, particularly in the Champions League, have found ways to perform on big occasions. I think Virgil van Dijk being partnered by Joel Matip. I think maybe Ibrahima Konate is being saved for the Champions League game, but this Liverpool team, we know what they do, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. But never back West Ham. They've had a terrific season. Robbed in the Europa League semi-finals in Frankfurt. The referee this afternoon, Andre Mariner from Birmingham. No VAR in the world of Trevor Sports, thank heavens. And away we go then. It's FA Cup final in the 150th year of the competition, and I couldn't think of two more fitting and worthy finalists really. West Ham in the corridor blue, Liverpool in yellow, their change strip, and West Ham attacking from right to left. Ben Rama now for the Hammers, who get an early shot in, and almost the opening goal within 75 seconds, Trevor. Good effort, but just wide.
And that's the sort of chances West Ham have got to create. The likes of sort of Ben Rama and Boeing running forward to support Antonio, and that was nearly one of the quickest goals in FA Cup history. I'm sure you'll tell us the quickest.
Yes, 29 seconds, Louis Sahar, 2009. There you go. Here's Mo Salah's running out of play. I have, to be honest with you, Trevor, a little trade secret of mine, folks, is that I do have a few stats and facts saved up, like quickest goal scorer, who scored a hat-trick. There's only one player who scored a hat-trick in FA Cup final history, and that came in the Matthews final. And no, it wasn't Stanley Matthews. It was another Stanley Mortensen, back in 1953. But it was called the Matthews final purely and simply because Stanley Matthews won the won a Cup Finals medal. But it should have been known, really, in my opinion, as the Mortensen final. We had the Brooking final in 1980. You remember that, Trevor?
I do. Yes, I do remember getting on the end of that cross. A bit of a headache, but it was worth it.
One of the most bizarre headed goals I've ever seen at Wembley. Anyway, 5 minutes gone, 0-0. Zuma has been penalised by referee Marina. The atmosphere here is absolutely electric. You've got two sets of supporters really who are so boisterous, so passionate about their clubs, and to have these two sides, and both sides, remember, play very, very good football. So I think we could be in for a treat here this afternoon on Cup Final Grandstand. That's the ball's played in there. Thiago might line up the shot, and Alexander Arnold now takes it up. Played in there, and a good effort, and it was Thiago, I think, who might have been in there with the early shot, but well taken by Fabianski, considering that the fierceness and the ferocity of the shot was very, very, almost too hot for Fabianski to handle. We'll get Trevor's views on that in a second, because straight away, like lightning, West Ham are on the attack with Antonio. Now we can get Trevor Brooking's view as West Ham get a free kick on that Fabianski save.
Well, it's a great save. I mean, it's so difficult these days, the speed and the power that the players get. To grab it like that is just going to give you the defenders all the world of confidence, for the simple fact they know that the keeper is calm and controlled, and that might settle West Ham, who I think today are probably going to have to do more defending than Liverpool.
Yeah, you think so, but the FA Cup, it's always unpredictable. Anyway, Cresswell with a free kick then, 6 in the Liverpool wall, and gets a deflection. That should be Alisson's, but he's decided to punch it, which puts more pressure back on the Liverpool defence. Although Fabinho, to his credit, won the ball back really well, and then I thought for a moment he was fouled there by Souček, but he wasn't. Referee Marina allowing it to go on. I'm liking the way that the referees started to let things swirl a little bit. You want a referee in a cup final and a showpiece event such as this to let a game flow, so we'll just have to see how that plans out. We've had nearly 10 minutes of the first half here. Both teams have had a side to a goal each, and I don't think, with a bit of luck, it's going to end 0-0. I hope so. Anyway, Trevor, free kick to West Ham.
Well, saying that, you might have just cursed us all, but you go back to the 2006 final and you look at just how open attacking that game was. You know, if we get, I think you're right. I can't see these sides not wanting to be able to find goals. I think there's goals in this match. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely. So, free kick to West Ham. Terrific atmosphere around this stadium. They've won a couple of free kicks so far. Hard to tell you how many distances covered, but that's just a meaningless statistic, as the ball is played into the area and headed out once again. This is Luis Diaz now for Liverpool. Liverpool with the bookmakers, 3-1 on favourites. West Ham, you could have got odds as 12-1 by some bookmakers this morning. Their odds have come down a little bit since then to around about 9-1. And for a draw, it would be something in the region of about 130. So still a very good chance of a draw here today, and if that does come apparent after 90 minutes, we will have extra time, and if we're still level after that, it will be a penalty shootout. But we're a long way from that, and if we do get that far, we will give you the reminder of the rules for that later. Here's Trent Alexander-Arnold now for Liverpool, trying to switch the play, but this is going to reach Jared Bowen. Good header into the path of Souček. Gets it forward, but it's into no man's land. Matip picks up the ball. This is Thiago to Fabinho. Coming up to the quarter-hour mark here of this first half here at Wembley Stadium in this FA Cup final of 2022. Marnie trying to turn, but again, that's the second time that Kurt Zuma has got an intervention in, and here's Antonio now. Fabinho is there. Ball knocked forward again into the path of Salah.
Round the corner to Diaz and Salah again. Good running. Lovely 1-2. Mane waits in the centre, but again Zuma, not for the first time, Trevor, getting his body in the way and getting a vital footing when it just when it was needed.
Yeah, he's definitely the player that stood up at the moment for West Ham, and again, it's his decisiveness in the tackle and his timing. Don't underestimate. Defending is very much an art form.
It is an art form. Tony Adams perfected it for many, many years with the Arsenal back four. There's Declan Rice now for West Ham, chipping it forward. Kufal with a header. Here's Jared Bowen. He's had an exceptional season, both in domestic and European football. Here's Declan Rice. We know what he can do, and he hit that with some ferocity. But again, Trevor, Alisson right behind the shot, caught it very, very well.
Yeah, good positioning by Addison. He just sort of set himself in the middle of goal on his toes and was prepared for that, and good anticipation of the effort, and excellent save that.
Yes, and it's good to see in the opening 20 minutes that both goalkeepers have had a test or two as well, so that could bode well for the rest of the game. Here's Fabinho now, 20 gone in this FA Cup final here live on Grandstand. Ball play forward, Thiago might get in there, but Kufal, very good defending, ice cool temperament there. That was a leaf out of the Kurt Zuma book of defending that, and he did really well. Ball back with Fabianski. The stadium is in terrific voice, and the game isn't too bad either. Here's Salah now for Liverpool. Play forward. Luis Diaz is in there. Great save! Brilliant save by Fabianski, because he looked as if Trevor Diaz was in for the opening goal, but Fabianski, to quote an old phrase, had other ideas.
Oh, what an excellent pass that was, and Luis Diaz always plays on the shoulder, but a really good stop. Fabianski there doesn't go down straight away, makes himself big. That's a top save.
And Matip now back to Alisson. Yes, it was a top save, and West Ham are going to need him on terrific form if they're going to have any hope of winning the Cup this afternoon for the first time since Trevor's goal won it in 1980. Here's Declan Rice now for West Ham, a modern day Trevor Brooking, if you know what I mean. Also Mark Noble, of course, in his last season, another modern day Trevor Brooking. It's just nice to see, and how well. And he's retiring at the end of the season, Declan, not Declan, but Mark Noble. So what a nice feeling it would be for him to go away with an FA Cup winners' medal. And speaking of the devil, he's given away a free kick.
I think he's just being competitive there, and you're going to get these little stoppages, but please see Andre Marinus wanting to keep his cards in his pocket so far.
Yeah, very reluctant to get out the cards. It's a bit early in the day to start showing flurries of yellows. Maybe when the game becomes a little bit more stretched, possibly a bit later on, we might see that more often, but at the moment he's been very reluctant. Dawson wins the header and the ball runs out. It will be a Liverpool corner as we now hit the 27th minute. West Ham actually bossing possession, interestingly enough, but it's Liverpool with a chance here. Robertson's corner, deeper one this time. Thiago, plenty of space maybe to hit the shot. Remember, Liverpool going for the quadruple. They've got a free kick again. Very tough decision there for Mariner to make, but Benrahma is the guilty party there. And again, referee just saying, "Come on, let's just keep disciplined here." That's not. We don't want to see any bookable offences, but it was a clear shoulder charge. So Liverpool have a free kick. And it looks as if it could be Trent Alexander-Arnold. There are 6 in that West Ham wall, and that was disappointing, frankly. Here's Robertson. Liverpool haven't given up yet. There's plenty waiting in yellow in the penalty area, and it's come away again. Thiago is there now for Liverpool. Robertson. Given away to Antonio, who's had to feed off scraps in this opening half an hour or so, but we'll be able to get West Ham on the go here with Antonio, actually. Here's Sojcek. Creswell in a little bit of space on the left-hand side here. Trying to feed Jared Bowen, but he can't be found. Here's Declan Rice. Sojcek. Running into traffic in the form of Thiago there, and it's Sadio Mane to Mo Salah, the top scorer, with nearly 30 goals to his credit this season. Terrific season again for the Egyptian king.
As the ball now comes back to the goalkeeper. Well, half an hour gone. Trevor, your thoughts on what's been a tremendous half hour's football so far?
Yeah, it's been a good open game. Both sides have gone for it. I think the surprise you'd say is West Ham having more the possession, but they're very much playing a 5, sometimes a 6 in midfield, with Mikel Antonio dropping deep. One thing is that's causing West Ham to struggle to go forward, so they've had to sort of rely on catching Liverpool on the break. I think Liverpool, though, just seem to be feeling themselves into the game. They're not quite at 100% though, which it definitely shows in the opening few minutes.
No, and that's a good tackle there by Declan Rice on his England colleague Trent Alexander-Arnold, but it's broken for Thiago. Souček going in hard, and the referee tried to play an advantage, saw that there wasn't anything forthcoming, and that was good refereeing. And they've let Liverpool take it quickly. Have they caught West Ham out here? It's Robertson! Yes! Oh, what a free kick routine that was! Andy Robertson, the Scottish international. 35 minutes gone, and Liverpool have taken the lead, probably against the run of the play, considering that West Ham have had more of the ball, but the quality in the end rises to the surface, and Liverpool played the short free kick, and it proved profitable, Trevor.
Well, it's a lovely work and awareness here by Andy Robertson. There he goes, the quick pass, and rather than sit there and run out wide, he decides to run through the centre, and I think this is what catches West Ham out. It's Thomas Souček that's suddenly charged with the job of marking him. Henderson realises it, and he's just charged through the middle, and it's Cole Saul's the problem, and on that finish at that angle, that's meat and drink from him. That's really good opportunistic play.
Very, very good play, and well worked, and if that was worked on the training ground, then I've got to say that was mightily impressive. So Liverpool rather, leading by 1-0. May have come against the run of the play, perhaps, considering that West Ham have had a lot of the ball, but it's what you do with it that counts, and Liverpool have made it count big time. We're inside the last 10 minutes. Liverpool lead by 1-0, and Andy Robertson, who was probably about 50-1 today by some bookmakers to score the first goal. Well, if you had a crafty tenor at 50-1, you might be a rich man this evening if Liverpool go on and win the cup and he was your first goal scorer. And you look at so many players that were favourite to be the first goal scorer, the likes of Salah, Mane, Diaz, and then you've got Declan Rice for West Ham, Antonio, but I don't think many people had Andy Robertson down as first goal scorer, but he has come to the surface and he scored a very well taken goal. And West Ham just at the moment at 6s and 7s, and they just need to get a breather here at this moment in time, Trevor, because that goal was really knocked them for 6.
Yeah, Liverpool very much on top in that moment, but that can happen in big games. You have to survive the moments in which you're under pressure. If you can survive them, you can get through them however it is. You keep the team back, you keep on defending, you just don't let them get anywhere near it. You can fight through that. I think West Ham at the moment will definitely want half-time. I suspect Liverpool won't want half-time to come now.
Well, regardless of whatever they want, it's 5 minutes to go plus stoppage time before the break as the ball comes in, headed away. Now then, can Antonio get something going for West Ham? Souček now. This could be a promising move. He can get Bowen in behind. Bowen is in behind. If he can take on Virgil van Dijk, and I think he should have just ran on a little bit there. I'm not sure now, but that was the right ball to play under the circumstances. But West Ham won't give in just yet. Still a long way to go in this final. They've got to throw a very cheap one, it's got to be said. Rare error there from Virgil van Dijk. Not many times we see him make errors like that. Bowen now has got him down that right-hand channel again. Now, what can this terrific winger, the sign from Hull, do here? Come through the ranks at Hull City. A real promising player, and he's really come to light under David Moyes. Souček. Here's Rice. Declan Rice, I think it hit his own man. It hit Mikel Antonio, believe it or not. And that's just summed up, really, in a nutshell, how unfortunate West Ham's luck has been in this first half. Their luck has really and truly been out. But as we sum up the first half now, as we go into that last minute, Trevor, we'll just break off for a second because West Ham are just on the break here. Kufau has got him behind, but that's going to be Matip. Oh my word, the goalkeeper in 6s and 7s. And West Ham nearly got an equaliser, Trev, from Liverpool's own making.
Well, it's all down to the fact that I've noticed since the goal, West Ham have started to push their wingers forward. So Kufal, Benrahma, Bowen and Cresswell are pushing further forward. That's allowing Noble to sit deeper, and that's a definite change from them as we end the first half.
Yes, and that is half time, and not a good first half for Mikel Antonio, but a terrific one for Liverpool. Andy Robertson with the goal 10 minutes from the break, and that's the situation, Trevor, as we hand back to the studio. 1-0 Liverpool lead at half time in the Cup Final.
Half time, and it's all going to plan for Liverpool. And Trevor, what did you make of that first half? Oh, I thought it was quite touchy. I thought it was quite nervy. In terms of the way the game's going, it felt like a chess match. Very much felt like they were trying to suss each other out. Liverpool, to be fair, have got the lead and probably a deserved lead on the balance of play, based on their ability to react quickly in that situation. I think Andy Robertson, a lot of praise for that. He reacts really quickly and creates the chance, and that's what creates it through. Overall, though, if you're Jurgen Klopp, it's all going to plan it completely at the moment. Well, what do you think, Trevor? Liverpool got to keep doing the same, or have West Ham? What have West Ham got to change, do you think? I think West Ham have got to press further up the pitch. I think they're sitting too far deep at the moment, and their formation and their team selection does reflect that. I think what they've got to do is take a chance, and they've got to push their wing-backs forward. Kufau and Cresswell have got to get forward more and almost turn that midfield into a five-man midfield, release the likes of Benrahma and Bowen to bomb forward and support Mikel Antonio, who I think has been exposed. He's been by himself. When he's picked the ball up, nearest players 5, 10, 15, 25 yards away. They've got to get closer. They've got to be able to support him, and I think that's been a big factor in this half. Well, let's have a quick look, shall we, of all the action in the first half. And first up, let's look at Aaron Cresswell's effort here. Yeah, it's not the best free kick. I mean, you remember when we used to see free kicks flying all the time here on Trevor Sports, but that wasn't good. This effort by Luis Diaz, though. Well, I actually kind of think when Luis Diaz dives in for this, he doesn't expect the ball to be moving as quick as it is, and it just gets away from him, and he doesn't have the control. Toe poke. Fabianski is there to make the save, and that's a key one again. And Alexander-Arnold off target today. Normally he's better, and here's the goal. Yeah, excellent goal. It's just the quick thinking here, and look at this by Henderson, and no one in a West Ham shirt picks up Andy Robertson because he's a left back. You don't expect him in an attacking role, but when he does, look at him, he just continues running, and in the end it's Thomas Souček that's there to mark him. Robertson in that situation, it's a really good finish. Goes for Power worked there quite brilliantly. West Ham nearly found something at the end. They did. Declan Rice here. Oof, I think that's hit Mikel Antonio in a very sensitive area, mind you, so we'll give him the credit. But yeah, overall though, Liverpool good for the lead. Not a lot of chances at the moment. I think as the game goes on, the heat's going to be a factor. 3 o'clock kickoff. We could see more coming up in the second half. Well, let's hand over to back to your commentary team for the second half. It's Trevor Booking and Trev Modson.
Thank you very much indeed, Trevor. Welcome back to Wembley. Me and Trevor have got our breath back. Trevor, we didn't get a chance to ask your verdict of the first half as a whole before we kick off. What do you think? Who do you think will have had the moral victory after that first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the fact that West Ham are only 1-0 down, they'll definitely think they're still in this contest, but Liverpool know the art of winning, and sometimes that's winning when you haven't played very well, and that's where they're in the position they are at the moment.
Well, we're back underway. Liverpool now going towards the right, West Ham towards the left. Well, if Liverpool can hold out or maybe extend the lead for the next 45 minutes or so, next 3/4 of an hour, then they win the FA Cup again, and it will be the second leg of a possible quadruple for them. Never been achieved by an English club. This is Marnie now, who can really put them in there. Oh, he's put it wide, and that was the chance, Trevor, they were so desperately wanting. Mistake in the West Ham defence, ball given away to Salah, and Marnie 9 times out of 10 usually gobbles those up.
Well, in that situation now, I think Mane he just looks like maybe he took his eye off the ball, because the way he looks to sort of curl it. Credit to Fabianski though, made himself large, and that's what forced him, I think, to try to curl it round him. But that's a real let off for me for West Ham.
Well, could that spur West Ham into life? Free kick has been given to Liverpool. Foul there by Antonio on Virgil van Dijk. It wasn't fouled just about. Wasn't much in it, to be fair. But the referee so far still very reluctant to show any colour of card at the moment, and that's credit so far to Andre Mariner. Here's Trent Alexander-Arnold for Liverpool. Still 1-0 they lead. Robinho now on the ball for them. Chip forward, and Creswell gets the header in, and it will be a Liverpool corner. Just to remind you, the goal scorer Andy Robertson on 35 minutes. So Trent Alexander-Arnold, 3 minutes almost gone in this second half here at Wembley. Thiago. Remember, both teams got to the final by way of Chelsea at Villa Park in the semi-finals. In a terrific game which I saw, 1-3 after extra time by Liverpool. Very air-and-scaring game, and then West Ham coming from behind in the closing stages at Old Trafford with Trevor Davies to win by 2-1. A late penalty deciding the issue on that one. Liverpool have had some tricky games on their run. Everton, that me, Trevor and I covered in round 3. And then a very dull game at Stoke, which was decided by a Mo Salah master goal. And they've really got themselves. And then they had two great games with Tottenham, which again I had the privilege of doing, especially the second one at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. There was all sorts of that controversy. West Ham have needed replays to get through their games respectively. They had a London derby against Fulham on their way to the knockout round, but they've had a good run and they're doing really well. They've played a lot of games this season, West Ham. When you're taking the Premier League and Europa on top of this, they've probably played something like 65 games all told. Here's Koufal now for West Ham. Still going West Ham, they have to. And there's going to come a point, Trevor, at this stage now where both Jurgen Klopp and David Moyes will have to think about substitutions.
Yeah, and I think from Liverpool it's going to be game management. Who do they bring on and off to sort of create more opportunities in the match? Who do they want to save for what's due to come on? For West Ham, though, it's how can they turn the game round, because they don't have the they've got the attacking midfielders unavailable. It's Fornals, Vlasic, or and company. Yarmolenko. They have players that can change the game. It's how can they affect it, because West Ham are pushing so far forwards. It's at the moment just sort of leaving two back defending at the moment. Even Mark Noble's bombing forwards.
Yes, and I know he will be desperate to win this cup for so many reasons, personal and for the club and everything else. But here's Koufal now. Can he get something going here? Antonio! Oh, that was the chance. It was beautifully created for Mikel Antonio, but Trevor, he just couldn't take it. He drags the shot wide. I think half the ground thought it had gone in, but it's just gone wide. But a brilliant goal-edge chance gone begging. Yeah,
and it all comes from West Ham committing players in wide positions, and it's really good work there by Koufal, and it's also supported by Bowen, just sort of to create that overload. In that situation there, perhaps that's been a bit of criticism of Antonio, that little bit of composure. Could he have just taken a touch, or could he have just spotted the opportunity and tried to play it across goal? We'll never know.
Well, if it had been the Antonio back in August and September at the start of the season, he would have buried that with his eyes closed. But since then, he's had a few injuries and he's had a little bit of loss of form. But he's still a hard, willing runner, and he's still a hard worker. But he's got to put that out of his mind. Here's Koufal now, and Koufal's in there. Antonio was in there. It was a terrific block from Virgil van Dijk, and it needed to be at that point, but still not away yet. Benrahma's header, but Alisson with the catch, and Liverpool just starting to rock a little bit now at this stage, Trev.
One of the things you can notice that West Ham are just pressing Liverpool, so whenever they have the ball, they climb over the half. You saw it there with Fabinho. West Ham are forcing Liverpool into mistakes and are starting to counter-attack and starting to move the ball wide quickly. And I think David Moyes has very much made his move with half an hour to go.
Yeah, half an hour it is left here, and if it's still the same at the end, Liverpool will win the trophy. If West Ham were to score, and they might do here. Antonio! Oh, he's hit it too close to Alisson. Still not over yet. Koufal goes down. Referee says no. And in fact, I think he's going to blow for a free kick to Liverpool, in factual fact. Not a penalty for West Ham, but another missed opportunity for West Ham, Trevor. Antonio just may have hit it too close to the goalkeeper for me.
Yeah, again, it's a little bit of composure. I mean, yes, by all means, go for power, but it's where you place it, and if you could place it in more sort of difficult areas. But credit to Alisson, good positioning he had in to make the save.
And then Liverpool have made an attacking substitution. Luis Diaz is off. Diego Jota, the second top scorer, has come on. So Liverpool have made the first move in this game of chess, if you like. Here's Creswell now. Benrahma. Well, West Ham going to play their king and bring on their substitutes. That's how to play. That's going to be a Liverpool throw, surely. And we might see another substitution. No, it's just possession. And West Ham are leading on all those other statistics, but they're not winning on the stat that matters, and that's 1-0 to Liverpool, the scoreline. It's not possession that wins you the cup, it's the goals that win it, goals that count. The old saying goes. So we've got 25 minutes to go. Surely David Moyes at this point is going to be eyeing up substitutions at this point. Jurgen Klopp has been the first one to shuffle his pack, but it's an attacking change. Here's Thiago to Henderson. Can Liverpool get that killer second? But Rice has stopped him, and stopped him fairly, said the referee. And I think it was a fair challenge. Bowen now to Souček. This is good football from West Ham. Just haven't had the rewards their football possibly deserve. Not a good ball though straight to Robertson. And now Matip to bring it away for Liverpool. 67 gone in the FA Cup final, in the FA Cup's 150th year. The first final, believe it or not, was played back in 1872 between the Wanderers and the Royal Engineers. Guess who won the first final, Trevor?
It was the Wanderers, wasn't it?
It was the Wanderers. I don't know the score. I wasn't commentating then because I don't know the score, but the Wanderers were the first finalists, first winners back in 1872. But we've come on a lot since then in these 150 years. Of course, there was a few years break in amongst the two world wars and that. Anyway, back to the present, and it's Benrahma with a shot and knocked away again. 20 to go. Still no sign of that West Ham substitutions bench. As Salah now goes charging forward for Liverpool. Well, he could have run on there. I think that was a bit of a waste because he had acres of space to run into there, and he just didn't get his head up. Now it's put West Ham on the attack with Jarrod Bowen. He's got Antonio waiting on the near post, but Van Dijk did well. Good disciplined defending. It's starting to become quite stretched now as we go into the last 20 minutes now, Trev.
Yeah, West Ham pressing forward, Liverpool able to pass it in their third of the pitch, but they're having options to hit it long, and that's where they're starting to lose possession from, and it's a tremendous effort. I think I could probably see Yarmolenko warming up because Mikel Antonio looks to be struggling at the moment. He's really moving very slowly at the moment.
Yes, he's moving quite gingerly as well, I have to say. Here's Declan Rice now for West Ham. You could be right, actually. Now then, Benrahma, he's in behind. Antonio's in the middle. Rice is there too. Benrahma's crossed. And surely, yes! Antonio has scored! West Ham are level, but wait a minute! It's offside! Oh, when your luck is out. Yeah, oh, boy, he's such a frustrated character. He's had two saved by Alisson. He put one finally in the back of the net. Oh, that is so unfortunate.
It's
but I think the linesman got it right.
Yeah, it's the right decision. You have to agree with that, and it's actually his final kick because he's being brought off for Yarmolenko, and I think his frustration is brought out because I think he was starting to carry a bit of a niggle.
Yes, and also Vlasic has come on for Benrahma, and also Milner on for Thiago. So yeah, frustrating afternoon for Mikel Antonio, almost Ricky Villiers style, trudging his way off the Wembley turf. Milner with his first touch for Liverpool gets the ball away, and it's a throw into Liverpool in line with the 18-yard box. But West Ham have dominated everything else apart from the scoreline, and if West Ham do lose this game, that will be of some annoyance for David Moyes, that is for sure. Salah to Fabinho. Liverpool now looking to try and maybe steal a second goal, but here's Noble, the captain, the inspiration. He's had an injury ravaged season, hasn't featured that much in West Ham colours, but here's Rice, the vice-captain, who had a lovely ball into the path of Vlasic. Now then, he's got Yarmolenko waiting in the middle. If Vlasic can get his head up, he's played it in there. Oh, great save! And it still might come, and it's knocked away. How many more chances are West Ham going to waste from now until the end? Because they've had chances to score maybe 3 or 4 in this second half. Here's Vlasic from the throw. Creswell. Man they got from Ipswich Town. Oh, lovely back heel. Declan Rice needs to get his head up. Good ball in. Yarmolenko! 1-1! And the Ukrainian who's gone through so much personal turmoil over the last 2 or 3 months has got a big grin and a smile back on his face because he just saved West Ham skins with 10 minutes to spare here at Wembley. 1-1 in the FA Cup final.
And it comes again from West Ham, committing bodies forward and going on the overlap. And look at this by Declan Rice. He's just able to lose Mo Salah. That creates just a bit of room he needs. There's the cross. Alexander-Arnold can get nowhere near it. When the cross comes in, you've got to look at Joel Matip and Virgil van Dijk because they've allowed Yarmolenko far too much room in the area. He's allowed pretty much a free header. And on this occasion, he picks his spot quite brilliantly. But to be fair, it's no more than West Ham deserve.
I couldn't agree with you more, Trevor, and it's not every day you have to say that Joel Matip and Virgil van Dijk are at fault for a goal because they're normally so dependable, but there you go. And David Moyes, credit to him, it's a great substitution, and now West Ham know they've got themselves a foothold in this final. They've worked so hard to get it. The last thing they want to be doing is conceding one now to a few minutes later. They can't afford to make any mistakes. Referee plays at advantage. Here's Jota now for Liverpool. There was a foul there, but the referee playing on quite right too. Here's Robertson, and Koufal brings him down. It's going to be a free kick to Liverpool with 8 minutes to go. And this is where West Ham need to keep their discipline in the well. I suppose it had to come at some point. Andre Marinez had to wait a whopping 82.5 minutes for it, but I guess, Trevor, it had to come at some point, the yellow card, and it's gone to Koufal.
Well, he does jump off his feet, so it is sort of dangerous play, but I kind of think that's a fair decision. That was a booking.
In agreement, here's the free kick. Goalkeeper does well. Yes, I'm in agreement with you there, Trevor. It was the correct decision. It was a late challenge, so yeah, no gripes from this commentary team about the refereeing decisions. Here's Alexander-Arnold now for Liverpool, who are back tied up at 1-1 with a real galvanised West Ham side. But again, Liverpool just starting to feel their way back into it a bit more. So they've got 6 minutes of this final to go. At the moment, we are standing 6 minutes away from going into extra time, and we will be with you to bring you that extra time here on Grandstand. And any scheduled programmes on the Trevor Network will have to be shelved in order to make way for this extra time, and maybe even penalties if it goes that far. But Liverpool might have a trick up their sleeve. It's Trent Alexander-Arnold floating the free kick in. It was not a very good free kick if truth be told. But here's James Milner now for Liverpool. Here's Jota for Liverpool. Robertson is free. Can he reach it? Yes, he can. The goal scorer for Liverpool chips it in there. Mane's header. He scored! Sadio Mane could well have won the second leg of the quadruple with 5 minutes to go. Klopp off the bench. The substitutes off the bench. There's still a bit to go yet, but Liverpool are just 5 minutes away from doing the second leg of the quadruple. They lead 2-1, but there's still a lot of work to do, Trevor.
Well, since West Ham scored, it's such a monumental effort they've put in to try and press Liverpool to get the equaliser. They've naturally taken a little breath. Have a look here at Craig Dawson. The cross itself, when it comes through, look at him, he just slips, just that half a second, and that's all it takes. Sadio Mane suddenly has a free header. If it is the winning goal, it's an absolutely heartbreaking mistake to have made, but just loses his man, and Mane just guides it in. Brilliant header that is.
Yes, 2-1 then, but remember what happened a year ago. Liverpool were leading at this point 2-1, and then Leicester came back in stoppage time, but only for Divock Origi to score the late goal. And so we can't write West Ham off just at this moment in time. So 2-1 it is, but there's 4 minutes to go, and West Ham, as they've shown on many occasions this afternoon, are very more than capable of actually
taking this all the way. So let's not discount West Ham yet. Here's Fabinho though for Liverpool. 3 minutes to play. Oh, what a committed and brilliant challenge from Mark Noble. That's what you want to see from your skipper. Just get stuck in there and get a good challenge in. But it's Liverpool though in possession. Mane now, and again Robertson, space on the left hand side. He's got Jota in the middle, so too is Salah, but again West Ham get it out. But yes, we can't write off West Ham at this point because of what happened a year ago.
What's that old saying, you're never so vulnerable to as and when you score?
Absolutely, I think I invented that phrase. Anyway, here's Declan Rice. Oh, look at Vatic. Vatic is in acres of space. Now then, has he got Yarmolenko to his right? Yes, he is. It's Yarmolenko. Yes, it's there. The Ukrainian does it again. What a substitution from David Moyes. It's 2-2. Oh, what a finish again, Trevor. This FA Cup final never ceases to amaze you. 2-2.
Fantastic stuff. I think the real brilliance of this pass and where it all comes through is West Ham still willing to commit players forward. What a pass by Declan Rice to pick out Vlasic. When you see it here, look at this. There he goes, bang, into the space. Vlasic able to charge forward. Lovely little pass inside of Matip. Sees Yarmolenko's got away. Then one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Yarmolenko backs himself and powers it past Alisson at the near post. Such an important moment in the contest as we approach stoppage time, and an equaliser. Amazing stuff.
Amazing stuff indeed. It's been a final for the ages. Mind you, we've said that in the previous 2 or 3 finals, and they've both been 5-goal thrillers. Remember Spurs and when Manchester United, when Spurs came back from 2-0 down in 2020, and then last year Liverpool and Leicester played out their fantastic 5-goal thriller, which went to 90 minutes and not extra time. So, and you can bet your bottom dollar that this could actually go 5-goal thriller, maybe more. Who knows, Trevor? We might get a 4-0 maybe if it goes to extra time. Wouldn't that be a novelty? We might even have a penalty, and possibly a penalty shootout to boot. We could see even more, but we're still 20 seconds away, and West Ham might still win it. They're on the attack with Kufau, the only player to have picked up a booking. Here's Bowen. He's going to run out of pitch, and that's going to be the end of the second half. But what a set-fit climax we've had here. West Ham got themselves level with 20 minutes to go with Yarmolenko, who nodded it into a 1-1, and then Mane with 5 minutes to go looked as if he put Liverpool back in it, but then back in towards winning the cup, and then West Ham got an equaliser. The same player, Yarmolenko, making it 2-2. We've got extra time. Back to the boys in the studio.
What an astonishing game. What a finale to that, 2 apiece. And we're heading to extra time. If you've just joined us at Wembley, you are missing a brilliant cup final, Trevor. Oh, magnificent. The game took a long time to get going. And when it has got going, it's been fantastic to watch. The thing I'm so impressed with is the way in which West Ham have continued to press, and the monumental effort that they went ahead to force that equaliser, and chance after chance it didn't happen. Then they get the equaliser, flag goes up, you think it's not their day. And then Yarmolenko, the change of changes, what an inspired substitution. I think even the Liverpool fans were aggrieved to sit there and applaud him with everything that him and his people have been through recently. It was a beautiful moment, and it was fantastic. But then switched off. Well, I'm not sure they switched off. I think that's an unfair comment. West Ham put in a phenomenal effort to get back in the game, and they got back into the game, and they needed a breather. And when you're playing that and when you're pushing forward, sometimes these things happen. I know. But it's a cup final. All they needed to do was another 10 minutes of that, and they might have beaten Liverpool. Well, they didn't, and there was an equaliser. And Trevor, where's your thoughts on the game? Well, the equaliser, when it arrived, it hurt West Ham United, but it just seemed to spark them back into life. Sometimes that sort of anger of, I cannot believe we conceded. Right, let's just go for it. And David Moyes was shoving his team forward.
and Yarmolenko gets the chance again, gets the equaliser again, takes us through to extra time. It's quite phenomenal. It really is quite brilliant. Well, that is us getting ready for extra time for those that are tuning in and looking forward to watching a big break. That will be put back to a later date. We're going to stay here live on Grandstand to cover extra time. Reminder of this game that there'll be 30 minutes here played, a very quick handover as the teams literally swap ends and keep going. If there is no resolution after this, then we will head to extra time. Let's go back and join our commentary during next to Trevor Brooking and Trev Motson.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Trevor. Welcome back to the commentary box. Well, Trevor Brooking and I are just completely speechless. We've seen an absolute classic here, and there's still a half an hour to go. Joe Gomez has replaced Trent Alexander-Arnold, incidentally, at full time. So Jurgen Klopp making the first substitution of the first period of extra time. Just to remind you of the rules, it's 15 minutes each way, and if we can't find a win in those 15 minutes, Jared Bowen smashes a volley towards goal, but it's wide. But if we can't find a winner, we go to penalties. But Jared Bowen there almost executing the perfect super smashing half volley there, Trevor.
Oh, lovely. I mean, you could just see the whites of his eyes line up when he saw it bounce, catching it on a half volley. That's incredibly unlucky. That's great technique, though. Good promise for Spain, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And all those greats and smashings and lovelies we're saying, all in honour of the great Jim Bowen of Bullseye fame. But we won't talk about the opposition channel. Not on this one, anyway. Anyway, 3 kick to West Ham, but a terrific final nonetheless. And well, who knows? I don't think we'll see the last of the goal scoring. It's safe to say, considering that the way the teams went for it in the last 20 minutes of that second half, I don't think it's going to let up one jot here as Van Dijk gets the header in, finds Henderson, the Liverpool captain. Here's James Milner, but he's lost it now, and it's Jared Bowen, who's had a terrific game as he always does, and he's won his team a free kick deep inside Liverpool territory. Yellow card, I think, is going to be issued, possibly for James Milner. No, it isn't actually. He's just going to get a stiff talking to there. So, excuse me. So we've had 3 minutes of the second half, or for the first period of extra time rather, and West Ham now have a situation that I thought Bowen actually had played for that a little bit, but we'll get Trevor Sports if we get a breaking play. This game ebbing and flowing as a commentator would want. That's not a very good free kick actually, in actual fact, by Aaron Creswell. And this gives a chance now for Liverpool to break. It's Salah with Jota the furthest forward. Mane's there too. And they're both waiting in the middle, hoping to receive a cross from Mo Salah, the Egyptian king. Plays it in there and just sailed over the top. Fabianski just had to dive back to make sure as Kufal is replaced by Johnson. But again, nice ebb and flow to the first period of extra time, and we've almost had 5 minutes of it.
Yeah, it seems to be that Liverpool aren't sort of prepared to let West Ham press them back as much as they did during 90 minutes. Obviously, Jurgen Klopp's had a chance, and very much Liverpool looking to get their stamp more on the game, because a lot of that was them defending and West Ham attacking, which was surprising.
Yes, Bowen just offside there by a fraction, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a fraction or it could be by a long shot, but if he's offside, he's offside. And it's nice to see the two assistants, or the linesmen for old money, actually putting the flag up at every opportunity, trapping when they know a player is trapped offside by the back four of each side. So good to see in that sort of respect, and it keeps, and again for the game viewpoint, keeps it flowing. I must admit, I've been a big fan of Andre Mariner this afternoon, trying to keep the game flowing at every possibility, and it's been pretty good. I've absolutely enjoyed that as the ball is played forward. Bowen it in. Now then, Rudge Van Dijk the last man, I wonder. Matip may have been a covering defender. It's a red card for Virgil van Dijk. He has to go. A little bit of controversy here in the 7th minute of the extra time. Jared Bowen through. Van Dijk made the challenge. He had to clip him because Bowen was away. Could Matip have got back in time? Well, that's debatable, Trevor. But Virgil van Dijk has been shown the red card and it's gone off.
Well, I thought he was in trouble the moment he made the challenge, just with the shape available. I don't think Matic would have got him personally, but it's a big call.
It is a big call, and it's West Ham now playing against 10 men. But West Ham fans, that's got a foul there on Rice, but it might break for Vlasic. And that was close for West Ham. That was the chance. There was a foul on Declan Rice in the build-up. The referee may want to revisit the man who made the challenge, and that was Fabinho. And might want a booking for that too. But what an opportunity for Vlasic.
He does the right thing here. He goes across goal, hits it with power on his left foot, just pulls it just a fraction wide. And think about the chances West Ham have had today. There we go, 14, 8 of them have been on target, double what Liverpool have done. I don't think you would have had odds on that at the beginning of the day.
No, you wouldn't have had. Mind you wouldn't have had much odds on Andy Robertson being the first goal scorer. Here's Jared Bowen now. It's Bowen now. We've had an eventful 9 minutes. A sending off, no goals, but a sending off for Virgil van Dijk. It still remains deadlocked from the 90 minutes at 2-2, but the drama has not let up one bit. It has been intense from the first whistle to now. 5 minutes to go, the half time in extra time. We are going to stay with Trevor and I, because it's going to be a straight round swap, and the FA are encouraging the referees and the officials to do that. So we're not going to go back to Trevor Lynham and the gang. Trevor Hill and Trevor Hanson are the two pundits. Just to remind you, if you joined us late on duty today, here's Mark Noble, and he's got West Ham up and running again, and it's Bowen, and he's through. It's Souček now. Can he keep his head? It's Souček now for West Ham. Brilliant save from Alisson. And if that goes in, West Ham are rejoicing. But Alisson at the moment, he's keeping Liverpool in the cup, and their chances of the quadruple now, Trevor, are quite literally hanging by a thread.
Well, they get a bit of luck here, because Thomas Souček, that touch there, they just takes one just slightly too long, and then that just allows Alisson to narrow the angle, close the gap up. It's brave goalkeeping. I suspect Souček was just slightly tired when he took that chance. But that's another let-off for West Ham.
Yes, and here's the corner. Oh, dear me, Fabinho, who could have been booked in an earlier chance when Vlasic shot wide, he's going to get his booking now. And I don't think it's before time. I think Liverpool here in danger here at this point, losing their discipline. They've already had a man sent off, remember. Their inspirational centre-back, I have to say that's actually quite harsh, because I think he gets the ball there before Declan Rice, but we'll revisit that in a minute with Trevor Brooking. It's a free kick to West Ham, who have got the decision. Can they profit from it? Souček with another header, brilliant save from Alisson. That might have been creeping in that far post, and Alisson couldn't take no risks.
Well, just about to the first one, I think the referee gives it because of Fabinho. He wins the ball, but he sort of catches his player in that scissoring, the sort of scissor the legs of the second player.
Yes.
As for the chance there by Souček again, he tries to head it down, he doesn't get enough on it. If he just tried to place it in the corner, he might have just nailed it. Again, it's just those little bits, like you wonder perhaps if it's written in the stars.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Still no knowing. We're into 1 minute of stoppage time, for which we've had 30 seconds of it. 30 seconds obviously to go. Here's Henderson and Rice, another committed challenge. He's had a super game, the England man. All boding well for Spain and the World Cup, which we'll cover on Trevor Sports. So 2-2 at the end of the first period of extra time. We now swap round, and that's going to be a very quick change. So Trevor, what do you think is going to happen? Go on. I'm going to put your neck on the line here. Who's going to win, or will it go to penalties?
I'm going to sit on the fence and say penalties.
I knew you'd say that. Anyway, we're back underway. Oh, Trevor Brooking sitting on the fence as ever. Anyway, we're back underway. We're underway here, folks, and it's still here on Cup Final Grandstand. We've been going on for a long, long time, and we started the commentary nearly 2 hours ago, Trevor Brooking and I, and we've seen an absolute cracker for us to describe to you lot tuning in to Trevor Sports on this Saturday afternoon. It's he scores a magnificent goal, and Liverpool lead for the third time. And once again, Jurgen Klopp and co come off the bench onto the pitch. The referee will have some sorting out to do, that's for sure, but it's Liverpool back in front again for the third time. And can they hold it a third time, I wonder? The Liverpool fans go absolutely mad. Mo Salah, the man for the occasion, could well fire Liverpool, the 10 men of Liverpool, to the FA Cup in the second part of a potential quadruple. 3-2 now.
Well, it all stems from the fact that Liverpool have the kick-off and they just decide to try something and overload it. And Henderson there finding the space. He has run every blade of grass today. When he puts this pass in, look, Mo Salah here is calling for it. He's in a bit of space. West Ham aren't expecting him to go on the right foot, and that's what does for them. Great finish.
Terrific finish, and Trevor Brooking sat alongside me, actually had his head in his hands, to be fair. He's a West Ham legend. Remember, he scored the winning goal when West Ham last won the Cup way back in 1980. That's 42 years ago. So a whole generation have not seen West Ham win a Cup since then, but this was probably their best chance this in 2006. But you never know, we could still have a repeat of that, because remember, it finished 3-3. Mind you, West Ham were leading in that extra time before Gerrard came up with his 2 extra steps. Here's Vlasic! Oh, he nearly did it! Oh, and Alisson has just made possibly the save of the match with 10 minutes of the second half of extra time to go. 50-50 now on possession. It's getting, well, it's really closed up because West Ham have had the majority of it until now. Here's Rice. Can he let one fly? No, he's going to play it to Bowen. Good take from Bowen. He's got options here in Johnson, the youngster. Oh, that's a poor cross. It's feeble, if I'm being totally frank with you. And Liverpool will get the throw, and a little bit of respite for them with 8 minutes to go.
Well, I think West Ham now, it's just they've got to summon up the last sort of ounces of strength and really push forward and just hope for something. I think they're sort of attacking players like sort of Vlasic and Yarmolenko that didn't start have just got to continue to press forward, and they've got to hope and believe that they can get one more chance. And in this situation, you tend to find there's always one more chance.
Well, there's always a chance. This is the FA Cup. This is why it's always been famed as the world's greatest cup competition. It's a cup that's always never failed in every edition since 1872 to surprise. Here's Jarrod Bowen now. Just remember, folks, 720 odd teams started out on their quest to Wembley back in August. As I say, it's West Ham and Liverpool competing, and what a final, what a climax. This competition, as I said, has been going since August with the non-league teams, but now we've got 2 great teams at the moment battling it out. Yarmolenko could be on for the hat-trick. Oh, it nearly was. It nearly was, and it would have been the first hat-trick in an FA Cup final since Stanley Mortensen back in 1953. Yarmolenko just a coat of paint away from joining a very, very exclusive club.
I wonder here if Yarmolenko's legs have gone from him, because rather than take it on that he did to score in the normal time, he just takes a couple of touches back and tries to curl it past Alisson, and I think that was it. I think maybe he's trying to be a bit too clever, or his legs have gone. It was just such an opportunity. He was one-on-one. Oh, my heavens.
And was that the chance as well for West Ham United? Well, who knows? Bowen is now feeling the effect a little bit. It is a West Ham free kick, incidentally. He came off worse in a little duel there with Andy Robertson. Just catches the back of his heel there. So the Scot has been penalised. He got the first goal, remember, 10 minutes from half-time. Since a lifetime ago since that happened. We've had so much drama and so many chances since. So 18 attempts West Ham have had, and probably about half of those have been on target. And they probably might, if they are to lose this final, they'll go down as one of the most unluckiest cup final losers, or runners-up I should say, in living memory, because they've put so much into the game. But Liverpool, as I said, have always had that nous, that extra bit of know-how in the big games. They've played in Champions League finals, this Liverpool squad. They've played in cup finals. They won the Carabao Cup only 3 months ago. So they know a bit about Wembley and what it entails. Jurgen Klopp, a big game manager now for 12, 13 years now, standing. Vastly experienced in his time at Dortmund and now with Liverpool. Here's Souček now. West Ham aren't finished yet. Souček could go over the way. He goes down, but Matic took the ball cleanly, and he had to. And that's it! Liverpool have just about hung on. And maybe when the dust settles, they'll barely believe they've won this game, because West Ham for so long dominated it. They will feel so hard done by. Liverpool, remember, were down to 10 men, of course, when Van Dijk was sent off, and he's back on the field celebrating with his troops. Liverpool, like Manchester United back in 1985, have won the FA Cup against all the odds and with 10 men. And Trevor Brooking, you've got to hand it to them, but you feel so sorry for West Ham, and particularly Mark Noble and Declan Rice.
Yeah, you can't help but not feel for them, but credit to Liverpool and credit to Alisson. I thought he had a magnificent game, and he's my pick for man of the match, because I think his saves have kept Liverpool in this contest.
Yes, there's the story of the losers who battled so well, put everything into it, but no reward for Mark Noble and co. But it's Jordan Henderson's going to step up to the podium now to receive the FA Cup from Prince William, the president of the Football Association, and it's a Liverpool again for the second year running, and they're the first Liverpool team to take the FA Cup 2 years running in their illustrious history. It's Liverpool's trophy on a day of high drama at Wembley. It's finished by 3 goals. It's finished 3-2 to Liverpool in a fine dramatic final. And back to Trevor Lynham and co in the studio.
Many congratulations to Liverpool Football Club, the winners of the FA Cup. They've retained it for the very first time in their career, and they may have retained it, taking a step towards an historic quadruple. Trevor, I've got to talk about this performance and what this team has done today, because it went right up against Liverpool in extra time. Yeah, it did. What was it mentioned at the beginning? Then they had the luck of champions, and sometimes sometimes great managers get that slice of luck when you need them at the right times. I think that was reflected today. There was a little bit of luck that Liverpool had, but they made their luck. Luck is when opportunity and hard work meet. This Liverpool side really, realistically, in extra time, take their best chance after getting a man sent off, and then continue to hang on and get the luck with Yarmolenko. Nearly there, getting the first hat-trick to Stan Mortensen, and it just goes a fraction wide of the post. You couldn't write it, really. Yeah, it's going to be heartbreaking for West Ham in their season, but David Moyes is building something special with this side, and they could be back, and they could really be back to cause a lot of teams a lot of trouble in the future. But an outstanding game, really was great to see. Well, great game. Let's go ahead and have a look what happened and remind people what happened. And if you are just tuning into the game, first of all, where have you been? Because Liverpool took the lead in the 35th minute. They did. It was a quickly worked free kick. It was Andy Robertson who was able to let it back to Fabinho and Henderson. Pass back in, and that's it. It's just quick movement that does it. Look at that by Thiago. Great pass. Henderson, clever pass. Souček here, completely caught out Robertson. Lovely goal, 1-0. Well, let's review the second half here, Trevor, and talk us through the chances that Antonio had. Oh, the man had tons of chances. This one here, left foot. Perhaps he should have gone with his right. Should have taken that, to be honest. That really is a gilt-edged chance for Mikel Antonio. Continued to have them for the game. This one here by Thomas Souček. Well, the cross is good. Souček runs in late, but he just can't quite get enough angle on the header for it to really challenge Alisson. But again, it's West Ham throwing bodies forward. And the equaliser. Well, look at this back heel from Cresswell, because that is how this goal happens. Rice here finds half a yard. When he crosses it in, Matip and Van Dijk don't attack the ball. It's the biggest default you can say. They don't go after that ball, and that allows Yarmolenko to go. Mane's, well, he thought this was the winner, didn't he? Yeah, it did, and it's Dawson here. Now, I think Dawson collides with Jota, and when he does, he just loses Mane. As a result, free header for Mane in the goal. And the equaliser in the last minutes by Yarmolenko. It's a great pass by Declan Rice. It's really good composure from Yarmolenko. Excellent touch, and just finds the corner with a really powerful effort. It was a brilliant goal. And Virgil van Dijk sending off. Yeah, I kind of think so. Bowen is the last man. Letter of the law, no complaints. Virgil van Dijk frustrated, but yeah, that is a red card in the modern game. Says what you want about the modern game, but it is a red card. And then Souček had this glorious chance. Yeah, he's through here, Souček. Now just watch this. His second touch, he knocks it about 2 yards further from him than he wants. It allows Alisson to narrow the angle,
and make the save, and that's the problem that we had. And some late challenges for Fabinho. I think he was lucky to stay on the pitch for how late this was. And the goal. Yeah, it's Henderson that finds the room. Look at Salah. Look at the fact that Dawson and Zuma are backing off him by a country mile. You know, he's got enough room there to write a shopping list before he gets the shot away. And when he does, what Salah does, he just goes on his right foot. And he gets a bit of luck in off the post, but takes the chance. And then the moment. Yeah, the moment for 3-3. Another great chance that was as it continues to happen. But this one from Yarmolenko, this is the big one. And when it breaks to him here, just look at Yarmolenko. I'm not sure whether he's hurt himself and that. His legs have gone. He just seems to try and sort of to curl it rather than take it on. 3 or 4 more touches. He's got a chance one-on-one. Clear opportunity. That's going to haunt him for the rest of his days. It really is Yarmolenko. That could have been the equaliser today. Amazing. Gentlemen, what a game we've seen here today. And won't be the only game that you see with us in Trevor Sports. We're going to be back in midweek for Sports Night. We've got highlights of the European Cup final. Liverpool going for that historic quadruple. Well, we'll know. You'll know today whether they can beat Real Madrid. It's the repeat of the 81 final. That one was also in Paris. Could be a classic. Join us then for that for a Sports Night exclusive. For us though today, Liverpool will go ahead and retain the FA Cup. And here in Trevor Sports, it's the end of a little era for us. In terms of the multiverse games of simulating full tournaments, that'll be it for the domestic season. We're still going to be back with the World Cup that we're going to recreate later on. As for next season, well, we're going to sit here and we're going to take real fixtures and real games and ask the question, what if? And allow the sporting multiverse to go ahead and take a little twist. But from all of us, from everyone else, from Trevor Gubber, Trevor Tilsley, Trev Champion, Trev Motson, and everyone else that's involved in Trevor Sports that supported us, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon, as we leave you with the moments that Liverpool went ahead and claimed the FA Cup again. Double trouble for them. Bye-bye.
Have they caught West Ham out here? It's Robertson! Yes! Declan Rice needs to get his head up. Good ball in. Yarmolenko! 1-1! Robertson is free. Can he reach it? Yes, he can. The goal scorer for Liverpool. Chips it in there. Mane's header. He scored! Now then, has he got Yarmolenko to his right? Yes, he is. It's Yarmolenko! Yes, it's there! Saturday afternoon. It's he scores! A magnificent goal!